We have witnessed a scintillating opening day of this 𝗂𝗏𝗂 Islami Bank National Cricket League T20 2024-25 powered by Walton, and we are hoping for an exciting day 2 of this tournament as Khulna takes on Barishal on match 5 of this NCL T20 live from Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Hello and very good morning to all our viewers. We are all set for yet another exciting day's play of this NCL T20, where the teams are looking to battle it out for this title. We have witnessed some exciting game of cricket in the first day, where we saw Zishan Alam scoring 100, young players coming up. Right, we'll go downstairs for the pitch report with 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗂𝗽𝗂𝗃.
Shifted from pitch number 7 to pitch number 3 for day 2 of the 𝗂𝗏𝗂 Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. And pitch number 3 here looks even more greener here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Let's have a look. As you can see here, it's much more greener. Live grass all throughout from this end to the other. However though, this is harder. The turf is quite stiff. There are quite a few cracks right here in the full length area. Quite a few cracks. Here, there. If we go to the hard length mark, here too, there are cracks. But as far as the curator is concerned, 𝗃𝗶𝗃𝗃, he told me that the cracks are not going to trouble. They're not going to cause problems, but I feel at times they might. He assures me that this is one of the best surfaces, best pitches here in the Sylhet International. He says if the batters can get hold of it, 200 plus is on the cards. More bounce is also promised as it is a green turf. Will be interesting what the teams decide to do when they win the toss.
Right, the conditions are sporting today's fixture. Khulna takes on Barishal. It's the first game of this main ground of the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, while in the second game of the day, Dhaka Metro will take on Rajshahi. In the second day of this 𝗂𝗏𝗂 Islami Bank NCL T20, the overall fixture of day 2, Sylhet will take on Chottogram at the Sylhet Outer Stadium in the first match of the day, while Dhaka to face Rangpur in the second match at the Sylhet Outer Stadium. We are all set for an exciting day's play, and 𝗂𝗏𝗽𝗂𝗃 was downstairs with the two captains for the all-important toss.
Match referee Salim Shahid, captains Shohag Ghazi and Nur Hassan Chauhan, all in readiness for the toss. Who's going to toss the coin? Shohag Ghazi of Barishal will toss the coin. Tail. Nur Hassan Chauhan has called tails. Head. And it is a head. And you are going to?
Bowl first.
You are going to bowl first. Reason being?
Because of a little bit dew, that's why is bowling first.
শুরুর দিকে মাঠ একটু পেছে মানে শুরুর দিকে শিশির আছে এর জন্য বলছেন?
Obviously, কারণ একটু কুয়াশা আছে, স্কিটি আছে, তো আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে যে পেস বলাররা হেল্প পাবে, বলাররা ফার্স্ট হাফে। দ্যাটস ওয়াই ইজ বোলিং।
কততে রেস্ট্রিক্ট করতে চাইবেন খুলনাকে?
এটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমাদের বলারের উপরে ডিপেন্ড করে। আমরা যত ভালো বোলিং করতে পারি আর ফিল্ডিং যতটুকু ভালো করতে পারি, তো এক্স্যাক্টলি কোনো টার্গেট নাই, বাট আমাদের ভালোর উপরে ডিপেন্ড করতেছে।
রেঞ্জ যদি বলেন যে এতর মধ্যে চেস করতে স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য বোধ করবেন এই পিচে?
Obviously 150-40.
ওকে, 150-140। গতকালকে তুলনায় কোনো চেঞ্জেস আছে?
দুইটা চেঞ্জ আছে। কামরুল ইন, ইফতি ইন।
ওকে, অল দ্য বেস্ট। সোহান, কি করতে চাইছিলেন?
I think it's a quite good wicket. Hopefully toss জিতলে হয়তো ফিল্ডিংই করতাম, but I think wicket looks very nice now.
So you would have fielded it, you think it's a good wicket. What do you think would be the ideal score?
I think depend on how we start, and I think it's important for us to play first 6 over, and I think It's like 170 to 180 wickets, so let's hope for the best.
Yeah, hoping for the best, of course. How's the team looking like?
Same team we played last match.
Same team. All right, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, so the news from the middle is that Barishal have won the toss and decided to have a field.
Yes, Barishal winning the toss and elected to bowl first. So two teams, Khulna division, 𝗂𝗚𝗡𝗺cie, skipper Qazi Nurul Hasan Chauhan, Zia Rahman, Nahidul Islam, Azizul Tamim, Tipu Sultan, Mrityunjoy, Mehdi Rana, Alamin, Mohammad Mithun and Amit Mojumdar. For Barishal, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃, Abdul Majid, Moinul Islam, Fazle Rabbi, Ahrar Pian, skipper Shoa Ghazi, Moin Khan, Tanveer Islam, Kamrul Islam Rabbi, Ruel Mia and Mehdi Hassan. A couple of changes for Barishal, however, Khulna are playing with an unchanged team after winning their first game. The two openers are ready to walk into the middle as they are hoping for a good start. 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃𝗃 missed out in the first game without troubling the scorers. Khulna winning their first match against Rajshahi. They posted 172 for 7 and winning by 11 runs through Duckworth-Lewis method after Rajshahi were 153 for 3 in 17.2 overs. Two umpires making their way in the middle, Morshed Ali Khan Shumon and Ishtiaq Ahmed Nadim, the two former cricketers. Obviously, we all know Morshed Ali Khan Shumon, the former left-arm seamer, played for Bangladesh. And the sun is beating out now. It's a very good condition for T20 cricket. And Barishal, the last team talk before starting the proceedings here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Great condition, superb atmosphere, and the pitch looked really good. And we are hoping for another high-scoring encounter as we witnessed in the opening day's play, where over 200 runs were chased down by some terrific cricket from both the teams. Yes, the two openers are making their way out in the middle, Amit Mojumdar and 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃𝗃. The match officials, TV umpire Sajidul Islam, former Bangladesh cricketer, left-arm seamer, played test cricket for Bangladesh. 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃𝗃 will be looking to make an impact today. He missed out on the other day. Amit Mojumdar, on the other hand, scored 27 of 28 against Rajshahi in the first game. And the match referee, Selim Shahed, will observe the proceedings. And we are all set for the first match of day 2 of this Al Arafa Islami Bank National Cricket League T20 2024-25, powered by Walton. And we are all set. And I'm joined alongside Shamunnoy Ghosh. A very good morning, Shamunnoy.
A very good morning to you, Mazhar, and good morning all. Yeah. When we arrived at the stadium, here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, it was overcast, cloudy, a bit misty early morning. Now the sun is all out, nicely highlighting the pitch. Amit Mojumdar along with 𝗂𝗚𝗃𝗃𝗃. Both the teams, Khulna and Barishal respectively, have lost their first match of beg your pardon, Khulna have won. Barishal lost. Now Kamrul Islam Rabbi with the first delivery to 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃𝗃. Outside the off. Just watchfully let it go.
Kamrul Islam Rabbi making his way to the playing 11. Missed out in the first game. Played for Bangladesh.
A bit of a movement. First runs off the mark. Yeah, of the bat of Anamulag Bijoy. Quick run taken. Quick single. But yeah, just going back to the statement before. Yes, both the teams have started their campaign of this Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton by losing their first match. Barishal and Khulna respectively. 𝗂𝗫𝗄𝗽, the skipper, decided to have a bowl first. I think they prefer to know their target and chase accordingly.
Fine leg inside the circle. There's a deep square leg and deep third man in place for left-hander Omid Mojumdar. Backward point cover, mid off, mid on, short mid wicket in place. Down the leg side and we'll get a boundary. Easy pickings for left-hander Omid Mojumdar, given as leg byes, but Khulna will take it.
Yeah, early on, left and right hand combination in the middle. Yeah, just too straight on the pads, and the movement making it easy for the left-handed Omid Mojumdar. He still had to capitalize on it. He did. So the first boundary for Team Khulna.
Again, flicked it away on the onside. We'll get a single. Shramana, you are downstairs with the pitch report. What do you make of the surface? We have witnessed 200 plus was chased in the first day of the first game. There were a lot of grass, as you mentioned during your pitch report, but seems to be a little hard as well.
Yeah, it's, one might say, sort of a different combo, if not peculiar. It's greener. You were there too. It's greener, way greener than pitch number 7, which was used yesterday. But it's hard. At the same time, there are quite a few cracks, more than the one on the other pitch used yesterday.
Attempted pull. Goes to mid-on. Anamulag Bijoy missed out in the first game. Dismissed for a duck first ball. He's someone who loves to play his strokes. We've seen a bit of bounce as well in the first over from Kamrul Rabbi. Last ball of the over. Nicely punched away on the back foot and gets the boundary. A very good shot from right-hander Anamul Haq. A boundary to end the over. 10 from it. We are here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. It's day 2 of Al Arafa Islami Bank National Cricket League T20, powered by Walton. Barishal skipper Shuaib Ghazi winning the toss, ask Khulna to bat first. Anamul Haq, last ball of the previous over, punched on the back foot. It was in the air for a while, but gets the boundary. New bowler Ruel Mia to start the proceedings for Barishal from the other end. Another exciting prospect. He will be up against the left-hander Omid Mojumdar with fine leg up inside the circle. Nicely punched on the back foot, straight to the field at point.
Just going back to the pitch, so far 7 deliveries from seamers and the bounce seems to be pretty consistent. Bit of bounce, even the boundary that was hit by Bijoy was hit on the rise. So yeah, a bit more bounce is expected of this green surface.
Nice length. We spoke about the length. We spoke about the fast bowlers hitting those right areas. We have seen Alauddin Babu doing really well on the other day. But there is something for the seamers early on, with a bit of overcast conditions, as you mentioned, foggy. However, the sun is out, but still there is some juice in the surface.
Only time will tell if there's something in those cracks. As we see Tamim, the young sensation, in the dugout.
Finds the gap and will get the boundary. Intentions are very clear from Amit Majumdar. Anything outside the off stump, he will pounce onto it.
He used his feet, did Amit Majumdar, taking the charge, left-hander to left-hander against Ruel Mia. Sort of cutting it away in front of square.
And try to pull that one. Quick run take and direct hit. I think the batter just made it. However, the umpire will go upstairs.
The Barishal captain Shohag Ghazi with the throw. It looks safe, particularly because he's grounded the bat here. Even if one of the feet is on the rise, the bat is grounded, and hence the importance of the basics again on display. It is not out.
Right, keeping those basics right. Amit Majumdar dragging that bat while taking that run. Very important aspect for the youngsters. Anamul Bijoy on strike. He's got a backward point cover. Mid off, mid on, mid wicket, deep square leg. Fine leg up inside the circle and a deep third man in place. Played with soft hands. And takes a good single.
Just getting into the groove are the batters. They both hit a boundary each. Have created and managed a few singles as well. Again, when the throw comes in, at least till now, they've made it to the other end in time, which means the calling has been good.
We spoke about the grass. There are more grass in the surface today. End of the over, 16 without loss after 2. Selector Abdul Razak alongside former chief selector Minhazul Abidin Nannu. They will keep a close eye on the proceedings in the middle. We mentioned this NCL T20. A huge platform for the youngsters as well as the experienced cricketers as well to showcase their talent ahead of the upcoming edition of the Bangladesh Premier League T20. And the players would love to make the most out of this tournament.
They would love to, and they should. That's why this is here. This is being played. We've seen two youngsters make the most of it on the first day. Top edge. Fielder calling. I think it's Shohagazi. Oh! Popped once. Popped twice. Third time, there wasn't any opportunity. Now, 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃 himself was thinking of going for it. Chose not to after the goal.
He's got enough time to go under that one, Shohagazi. In and out. And look at the reaction from 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃. You can't say anything to the skipper, Shamannoy. Poor Rabbi. When your skipper drops a catch, all you can do is just walk back towards your run-up. This time he gets his man. Inside edge, onto the stumps. It's Omid Mojumdar. Departs after scoring 6. Tried to play that booming drive outside the off stump. Getting that inside edge. And gets his man, 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃.
He could have had a wicket in the previous delivery, 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃, which was dropped. Then he decided that he's not going to depend on anyone. Full, straight, bit of an inside edge. As he was stuck in his crease, foot planted, did not play with much footwork. Omid Mojumdar only to drag it onto the stumps. First wicket for 𝗂𝗵𝗃𝗃. Omid Mojumdar goes for 6. Khulna are 17 for 1.
Khulna lost their opener, Omid Mojumdar, early. The new batter in for Khulna. Young Azizul Hakim Tamim. Started off with a Yorker to the new batter, Azizul Haq Tamim. Azizul Hakim, the captain of the under-19 side, who just won this Asia Cup under-19 recently. Has been in terrific touch, the youngster. Scored 53 of just 31 balls in the first game. Struck 4 sixes and 3 boundaries.
You're oozing with talent. Another youngster. Another teen.
Shamana, we have seen the likes of Jishan Alam. You mentioned about Ariful coming from that under-19 batches. And another lot has also come. The likes of Azizul Hakim. The last wicket that fell. Omid Mojumdar. Hardly any foot movement, playing away from his body. So it's a great platform for someone like Azizul Hakim. Huge appeal. Mostly from the fielders, not from the bowler though. End of a successful over. 17 for 1 after 3. 𝗂𝗬𝗓𝗂 bowled well, gave away 7 runs and picked up a wicket from his 2 overs. 𝗃𝗏𝗼𝗂 to continue. Gave away 10 runs of his first over, the left arm seamer. 6 runs, beg your pardon. Including a leg by off his over. No slip in place. Goes for the charge. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁 coming down the track. The ball going away from him.
Yeah, back of a length. Pulled the length back further. And he saw 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁 getting off his tracks. Smile on his face. He's playing mind games with the batter. But again, this green surface offering extra bounce. Bit of a zip 𝗃𝗏𝗼𝗂 does have.
Tried to guide that one towards third man. Lucky he didn't get an edge on that occasion.
Keeping slightly lower. It rises and dips in front of the keeper. But it's a good channel he's persisting with. 𝗃𝗏𝗼𝗂, the 2 deliveries. Now, if he can persist with this channel, I think a slip, keeping a slip would be worth it.
Wow, what a ball. Outstanding. That came in sharply to right-hander 𝗂𝗏𝗏. And you can see the reactions from the keepers and the fielders as well. That is a terrific delivery.
A gem of a delivery. Previous 2 deliveries, he got them to go away from the right-hander. This one, jacks back in, just straightens enough. Straightens. And just few inches away from the off stump. Rises up.
Plays that on the up. Goes past the fielder at mid-on and will reach the fence for 4. A counter punch from 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁.
This is top cricket. The first delivery we saw 𝗃𝗍𝗁 coming down the wicket. Did not connect. 2 deliveries. 𝗃𝗏𝗼𝗂 bounced back. And now, realizing the bounce of the pitch, the length of the delivery, he hit it. The ball, when the ball was on the rise, but made sure that he plays it along the ground and straight.
Tried to innovate 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁 with fine leg up inside the circle. Will take a single by given by the umpire. Rightly pointed out, Shravan, with the bounce offered in the surface as the bowler getting that carry as well. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁 tried to play that coming after the bowler down the track, but realizing the fact that standing at the crease would be a much better option for him. Not a bad over, just 4 from it. 22 for 1 after 4. Azizul Tamim yet to get off the mark. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁 smashed a good boundary in the previous over. 11 of 12. Amit Mojumdar back in the hut, bowled by Kamrul Rabbi after scoring 6 of 8. Nurul Hasan Chauhan, Zia Rahman, Naidul Islam, a fair bit of batting left. for Khulna division. Taking their time at the moment, the two batters in the middle. There's a deep square leg and long on in place for 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁. Nicely driven. On the up. Outstanding shot. Glorious by 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁. He seems to be in terrific touch today.
He's looking fluent. He's timing it. Excellent timing from 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁. Just a punch. With the shot and bit of a check. Looking so good.
If you can play shots like that, you don't need to come down the track. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍𝗁. Mehdi Hassan, the new bowler. Again goes hard. This time lucky. Outside edge. Gets the boundary towards deep third. Fortune favoring the brave. And 𝗂𝗏𝗃 riding on that.
Yeah. Just on top of the length mark. Went at it hard. Got the outside edge. Yeah. Inside the crease, but had a go at it. And made the most of the bowler space. Bit fortunate.
Again walks down the track. Looking to play that on the onside. There's a bit of shape as well from Mehdi coming into the right-hander. There was a change in field for 𝗃𝗍𝗁. Long on comes in. Point goes back. Now left-hander Azizul back on strike. He's got a deep square leg and deep third man. Fine leg inside the circle. Mid on, mid off. Cover. Point. Backward point. And short mid-wicket in place for young Tamim. Nicely played. He's booming in confidence, this youngster.
Gets off the mark with a boundary. Does Azizul Hakim Tamim. Was full. No protection. Forward to square on the onside. And has taken the attack. He has that stature, that posture, that presence in the middle. The under-19 Asia Cup winning captain, recently concluded one, has a bright future in front of him. Early days, of course. But what they bring to the table, these youngsters, is quite refreshing.
Goes for it again. Bit of change in field after that boundary. Deep third comes in, point goes back.
Just have a point, Mazhar. Seen him try and play it through the onside. Now he shadows to play it square of the wicket in the offside. Just gives me a feeling he favors that side. The right arm pacer coming over the wicket. Why can't he hit it straight?
He heard you, Shamunnoy. It's in the air, but over the fielder head at mid-off. And with the ball going away from him, left-hander should play with the swing, not against the swing. End of the over. 37 for 1. Last ball of the previous over again. Good extension of the arms. It got more height than the distance. Three bowlers used so far. Kamrul Islam Rabbi, the successful one so far. 1 for 7 from his 2 overs. Ruel Mia. 10 for none. Mehdi Hassan 14 for none from his one over. Took their time early on and now slowly started to open up. Both Bijoy and Tamim will look to utilize the last over of the power play.
As we are going to see spin to be introduced, and it's going to be someone who's used to bowling in the power play, used to this format, made a name for himself and even got called to the national side. Tanveer Islam, the left-arm spinner. This edition, yet to grab a wicket though. The surface so far doesn't look to offer too much for the spinners, but he's known for skidding and generating some bounce as well.
In the air for a while, lucky for Anamul Haq Bijoy, and will fetch a boundary as well. That was nicely timed.
I think the key to Bijoy's innings today, this far, has been that he's middling it. Whatever he's hitting, most of them have come from the sweet part of the bat.
Again, even that single that he played, the sound that bat made, sweet.
Indeed. At times, when you're looking for singles, you don't want them to hit the middle. Because you don't want them to go to the fielder so soon.
But yeah, as a batter, when you start to middle the ball at the early stage of your innings, it gives you a lot of confidence going forward. And the batter says to himself, it's my day. I need to convert this into a big one. Young Tamim. Fearless. The only word I can say for these youngsters. You mentioned about Jishan Alam, Ariful Islam. Again, going for that big sweep. Eyeing that backward deep square leg region. Fine leg and square leg inside the circle. There's only one field at deep mid wicket.
The idea was right, because he's trying to use the angle. Left arm spinner coming in, getting the ball to come back in. So he's trying to use that.
Top edge in the air. Field at mid-on in contention and gets it quite comfortably in the end. Tanveer Islam strikes for Barishal, and he removed the dangerous Tamim. The batter in form goes back to the hut.
This is what experience brings to the table. Tanveer Islam, yeah, over, just offered pace. It's a flatter delivery, quicker delivery. He understood what Azizul Hakim Tamim, the youngsters, trying to do. Quicker delivery, and prompted the batter to go for it. Top edge, gone for 6, 42 for 2.
Tanveer Islam strikes for Barishal. An experienced Mohammad Mithun comes into the middle. Missed out in the first game. And the wicket that he picked, Tanveer Islam, young Tamim, looking to play that big stroke on the onside, played for the turn, but there wasn't any. As Shaman rightly mentioned, it was darted in. A flat delivery, playing across the line with hardly any spin. The top edge was on, and Tanvir strikes. Experience matters, as Shraman rightly pointed out. A slip in place for the new batter, Mithun. Just 2 balls left of the power play. Tanvir Islam gave away 46 runs in the first game without picking up a wicket. So far, it's been a very good start for him.
You know, this format, you need to learn quick. Is the faster format. Need to make quick impact. He's capable of that. Went for some runs in the previous match, comes back with a wicket.
Mohammad Mithun gets off the mark with a single. End of the power play. Khulna 43 for 2.
Sends it. Sends it. Sends it. দুইটা লাগছে মসজিদে করে একটু শান্তি হইল লাগছে কই দুই সোজা মারেই বলে লাগছে এরকম হলে ভালো লাগে ক্যাপ্টেন ক্যাপ দৌড়তে দৌড় রাইট ইউ Yeah, there will be a change in bowling after the end of power play. Moinul Islam introduced into the attack, also wicketless so far in this edition of the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. This calls for change of voice in the commentary box. Ahmed bin Parvez replacing Mazharuddin Omi. Very good morning to you.
Very good morning. It was foggy, but now seems to be quite clear conditions.
Moves the front leg away, does Mithun. And happy to give the strike back to 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃. It's been foggy, but how was your first night back in Sylhet, Parvez? Enjoyed a cup of tea this morning?
Yeah, still waiting for the tea. But yeah, I enjoyed the sleep. That is gone as we speak. 𝗃𝗺𝗃 won't enjoy that for sure. He got a life once, but this time Kamrul Islam Rabbi takes the catch and Moinul picks up his first wicket of this edition.
Yes, he does. The batter who looked set, who could have been dangerous for Barishal, has been sent back. Lobbed straight off drive. Second catch for Kamrul Islam Rabbi this morning. And the wicketless bowlers taking wickets. 𝗃𝗺𝗃 goes for 24, 44 for 3 Khulna. The skipper walks into the middle for Khulna. Loss of 3 quick wickets. Brings him in. 37 so far in the one match played yesterday. He's got a job to do. Importantly, for Barishal, 2 fresh new batters in the middle. the field restrictions being removed, as in the power play is over. So they do, or they can maybe take singles and take a few overs to get their eye in. But Chauhan, often we see him attacking.
Slightly unorthodox from him. That's the way he plays, Nurul Hassan Chauhan. And yesterday he played a pretty good innings, 36 of 25, and his team won. Nurul Hassan would want to rotate some. Right now, it's important for them to form a partnership. The ones that scored runs in the previous game are all back in the hut, especially Tamim scored a blistering 50.
Off the mark now. Yeah. And again, importantly, the top order was looking good for Khulna. Particularly 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 and even Azizul Hakim Tamim for a brief period. Oh, close, close. It's a very good over bowled by Moinol. Just two singles and the wicket off it. 45 for 3 after 7. Yeah, 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 was in his 20s, but Omid Mojumdar and Azizul Hakim Tamim both back in the hut for 6. Few batters left after these two in the middle, but it will heavily depend on these two to rebuild, and perhaps one of them stay till the end for Khulna if possible. Tanvir will have other ideas. Oh, inside edge. Coming round the wicket to the right-hander.
This is definitely one of the assets for the Barishal bowling setup. It's been highly relied upon. Last match wasn't a good one for him in the Sylhet Outer Stadium. Doing a much better job today.
Was looking for the singles sent back by Mithun.
Yeah, he has the experience. Has 4 T20Is under his belt. Tanvir made his debut against England back in Mirpur in 2023.
He does have enough experience, I'd say, in this format. Has performed really well in the Bangladesh Premier League, the BPL circuit for the past few years now. Tanvir Islam. Often given the new ball, trusted with the new ball by his respective captains. Gets the job done early on.
He's a Barishal local, so I'm sure he has that connection with the team when he plays. In BPL, you've mentioned, played for Kumila Victorians, represented Khulna Tigers, Fortune Barishal, so he's got that pedigree, 48 BPL wickets to his name.
Quite a few trophies as well. Bit of an appeal, and as they say, winning is a habit, so yes, he does know it.
His comeback has been amazing, especially in this game. A change in trajectory, really confident about his skills. Going straight at the stumps, Tanvir. Into his second over now. Just the 8 runs conceded.
Kept a tad bit low. Nicely punched by 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗁 to end the over. 3 singles off it. After 8, Khulna are 48 for 3. Syed Russell, Tushar Imran. Both have played for the national side, of course, but Syed Russell, in particular, the left-arm seamer, represented the national side. Tushar Imran, one of the major success stories of Bangladesh domestic circuit. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 has bowled well with the new ball. 2 catches for him. Busy morning so far. He's played under the leadership of the Khulna captain, even though he's playing for Barishal, when they were both representing Rangpur Riders in the recently concluded Global Super League T20, which 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗁 lifted the trophy. Rangpur Riders, a Bangladesh franchise. First time a Bangladesh franchise winning a global tournament, the GSL T20, led by 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗁. Kamrul Islam Rabbi was there. He bowled well, didn't he?
Yes, he did. The man on screen, Nurul Hassan, has got a responsibility to rebuild this innings yet again. Quick single taken. Yes, we're speaking of the Global Super League. Rangpur going in the first time, winning it on the first attempt. The team 50 comes up for the Khulna side. In the 9th over, Kamrul Rabbi got 4 wickets against Guyana Amazon Warriors. That was a tight game. Very, very interesting.
But Rangpur, the franchise, have entrusted Chauhan with the captaincy of the past few seasons, and he's bring them a trophy, a global one. 9 done, 52 for 3. Shared. যখন এশিয়া কাপ জিতছে তখন রাব্বি ক্যাপ্টেন্সি সামনে পিছে থাকবে মোহাম্মদ মিঠুন ঠিক আছে শাবাশ শাবাশ another player who's represented. Oh, close call. Good shout nonetheless from both the keeper and the bowler. On-field umpire. This is Ishtiaq Ahmed Nadeem. Says not out.
Yeah, was a bit bemused, very confident with the appeal. Hungry for wickets. Tanvir is really making an excellent comeback in this game. Barishal relies a lot on his skill set.
I think Parvez, in this edition at least, the matches we've enjoyed in this ground, we've seen 4 teams yesterday, seeing these 2 teams. I think the teams are pretty well balanced. In terms of batting if you're referring to Khulna, Mithun's there, Sohan's there, Bijoy was there, youngsters in the mix in the form of 𝗍𝗪𝗂𝗧 Tamim, Amit Mojumdar, and then the bowling side, Barishal, the captain's yet to bowl himself, 𝗂𝗫𝗂𝗪.
Yes, this is a different ploy for 𝗂𝗫𝗂𝗪. Came into bowl during the power plays in the match previously played. Speaking of the balance, come back to that. This time, just tucked it onto the onside. And the interesting part for the Barishal side, as I look at their squad and how they've lined up, they've gone to an all-spin attack from both ends pretty quickly. So there are a few sides who boast their fast bowling setup, for example, Sylhet, and there are a few sides who rely a lot on their spinners. Barishal seems like a team who would rely on the spinners moving ahead.
But then there's Ruel Mia, the left-arm seamer. Kamrul Islam Rabbi. But Tanvir, from time and time again, he amazes me. Again, we keep on saying experience. If we refer it to his bowling, just the previous delivery, he darted that one in. Flatter, quicker, outside the off. Exactly how he set the trap for the young Azizul Hakim. Oh, and then he bowls this one and gets some purchase of the track. Gets the leading edge of the batter. 10 done halfway through. Khulna are 54 for 3. ও যাইতেছে নাকি সব?
Increasing 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, 54 for 3 after 10 overs. Through the halfway mark, our Khulna having been invited to have a bat first by 𝗂𝗫𝗂𝗪𝗓, the Barishal captain. Another left arm spinner. Short. That's it. Too long off. Takes a single. Does Nurul Hasan Chauhan. Both the batters now have faced 13 deliveries each. So, think an over or so we might see some intent of acceleration from the batters.
Someone needs to step up. Both of them very experienced. Nurul Hasan, Mohammad Mithun. They haven't made a good start, scoring at less than 6 per over. And interesting from Barishal, 𝗂𝗏 This time goes straight over the top. Finally some intent. Mohammad Mithun finds the over boundary.
On cue. Said that I think that the batters will start to get going. Flat, straight, downtown, maximum from Mithun. Made it look easy. And then comes the maturity when he tucks it off the pads for a single, the very next delivery. This is 𝗂𝗏 fielding. Another one from the under-19 squad of last year. Last year's Asia Cup winning under-19 squad. The team, in fact, he was the vice captain. This is Moinul who's bowling. Down the wicket comes Nurul Hasan Chauhan, goes inside out, long off. Kamrul Islam Rabbi there adjusted well in the end as the ball was swirling away from him.
Barishal must have missed the services of Kamrul Islam Rabbi, especially after that long flight back. Look at that fielding effort. He looks pumped up today with the ball and now on the field. A very strong throw.
Flat. Soap in the face of the bat, say to the fielder, yes, the outfield is fast. We saw it yesterday, didn't we?
Yes, you get good value for your shots. Mithun would know that.
Short again. Cut away. There is a fielder there. Tanveer throws it back. Another left arm spinner. Well, we'll end the 11th over. And Khulna are 64 for 3. Yeah. Nice flight there. Even the Hawks have got their eyes on the match. Another left arm spinner. Bit of flight. This is 𝗂𝗏. Was the vice captain of the under-19 Asia Cup winning side last year of 2023. Oh, got him! Got the wicket of Mohammad Mithun.
The change works. Bowling from the 𝗂𝗏 bank end was another left arm spinner. Just name it. 𝗂𝗏 gets his wicket in his first over. Mohammad Mithun goes for that wild swipe on the onside. Would be disappointed. Wasn't among the runs in the previous game as well. Just look at how he approached this. It was full and it was straight, almost yorked himself. That was disappointing for Mithun and for Khulna. They lose another one. The 4th wicket goes down to another spinner. Score at 64.
Mithun goes for 14. Khulna are 64 for 4. 𝗵𝗚ঞ্জয় Chaudhary is the new batter in for Khulna. For the ones thinking, I have to bring up another under-19 topic. Part of the 2020 under-19 World Cup winning side. 𝗵𝗚ঞ্জয় Chaudhary, even though he was not there in the final match, I think he was injured. But 𝗿𝗏 Ameen got the breakthrough for Barishal. Flatter, tempted the batter. The first delivery, he flighted it to Mithun, and the one he got the wicket with was the arm delivery, which came back in.
He's bowling well. The spinners have done really well for Barishal so far. Attacking shot straight away from 𝗵𝗚ঞ্জয়. Just takes a couple of deliveries to get off the mark. Scored 35 of 15. Basically, the innings that took Khulna to 172, which was a good total yesterday. Couldn't win that game, but he had a good time with the bat. So he got some promotion. He played lower down the order. Usually a very reliable bowler.
He's known to be an all-rounder, is 𝗵𝗚ঞ্জয়. RR. Yeah. He's getting some skid off the surface. Which brings me to the point. We've seen 3 left-arm spinners already. Tanveer Islam, Moinul Islam, 𝗿𝗏 Ameen Pian right now. Yet to see Shohag Ghazi. So that seems to be the strength of this Barishal side. Getting the field right, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and long on in place, long off as well. Shorter is the ploy. So well bowled over by 𝗿𝗏 Ameen, a wicket taking one. 3 singles and the wicket of this one. Khulna are 67 for 4 after 12.
67 for 4 after 12. Skipper Shohag Ghazi comes into the attack for the first time. Oh, that came in. Closer to the body. Could have played on the front foot, rather going on the back. 𝗵𝗚ঞ্জয় Chaudhary. Very good morning, Ahmed bin Parvez.
Morning, Mazhar. Yes, change in bowling, change in voices in the commentary box as well. But no change in Khulna's fortune so far. Good sweep, strong sweep. Gets the single there, 𝗵𝗚ঞ্জয়. He's got a big task in his hand, actually. Try to build up the innings as well as go for the big shots. Nurul Hasan Sohan has not yet opened up. Still pretty tentative. Shohag Ghazi taking an advantage of seeing the Khulna players, the batters especially, struggling against spin. So he's brought in all his spinners. And Kamrul Rabbi as well, who they badly missed in the previous game.
The shot pulled away. Fielder, deep square leg does well. 𝗿𝗏 Ameen, the fielder. Spinners are bowling more of a shorter length delivery. We've seen 𝗿𝗏 Ameen bowled quite a few short deliveries in the previous over, and now Shohag Ghazi also getting away with those short pitch deliveries. Oh, extra bit of bounce.
Shohag Ghazi testing 𝗵𝗚ঞ্জয়'s patience. Usually wants to play a quicker knock. 3 of 7. Another very good over from the Barishal skipper.
Outside the off stump. The impact was outside the off stump, right? End of the over, 69 for 4 after 13. No big partnerships yet in this innings for Khulna. They are 69 for 4. 𝗂𝗛𝗡 𝗵𝗂𝗽, top scoring with 24 so far, but since then they kept losing wickets at regular intervals. Nurul Hasan Chauhan, the skipper in the middle, scored 37 of 26 deliveries in the first match against Rajshahi. Moinul on to his 4th over, gave away just 16 runs and also picked up a wicket. Goes on the offside and gets the maximum over extra cover. Excellent shot, a 6 to start the over.
Yes, warm-up time is done. Nurul Hasan Chauhan this time goes for it. Gets room outside off. It was a very juicy delivery to go for that expansive extra cover drive. Does that with ease. Clears the boundary with ease, Nurul Hasan Chauhan. They need a big one from him. Does Khulna.
Quick single taken, a bit of misfield, looking for the second, going for it, wickets, and nice run taken in the end. The throw was a bit slow. A good throw might have been interesting, Parvez.
Shouldn't have been a single, and then they get 2. 𝗂𝗛𝗡 and the fielder on that occasion. The pickup wasn't clean, and Nurul immediately decides to go for the second. He can run fast, and he reaches the popping crease quite safely. He's a busy cricketer, Nurul Hasan. He'll go for big shots. We'll also try to get those singles, trying to keep pressure on the fielding side.
Chauhan has got a strategy playing against the left-arm spinner. Just have a look at him moving towards the offside. Not ready this time. That's a good ploy against a left-arm spinner with the ball going away for the right-hander. Moving a bit towards the offside. Cuts that angle. This time goes for the reverse. Played that fine using the pace of the bowler. Outstanding batting. Great game sense.
Very good. He predicted that with absolute perfection, Nurul Hasan Chauhan. He knew a flatter ball would be coming in. Just waited for that delicate paddle. Did not use the force. Just guided the pace. And we've seen some reverse shots from the batters previously that goes between third man and point. But this one he played very fine. So it was a very intended one from Chauhan.
Played with soft hands. Again, direct hit might have been interesting, but I really feel the batter made it in the end. The boundary before this single, you mentioned about playing that finer, Nurul Hasan Chauhan. There were 2 reasons. One, the ball was a lot fuller, and the second was he used the pace of the bowler.
That ran out chance. The batter was pretty safe there. Mrityunjoy has been off strike for quite a few balls, enjoying the Nurul Hasan show for the moment. Steps out, checks his shot. Mrityunjoy hit some lusty blows yesterday. The first match they played in, quick fire, 35 of 15. He was not out in that match. This time goes big. It's big. It goes all the way.
That's a huge 6 by Mrityunjoy Chaudhary to end the over. Moinul ends his spell, 35 for 1 after his 4 and the last ball of the over. Down the leg side, a quicker one from Moinul, and Mrityunjoy just helped that towards deep mid wicket for a big 6. End of over number 14, they are 88 for 4 with 6 more overs to go, Parvez. They must be eyeing someone near 140, maybe 150.
Wouldn't be an easy task though. Spinners have bowled well. Moinul expensive in his previous over. Would be interesting to see what Shohag Ghazi does. He's got some fast bowlers in his armory.
We have seen the seamers doing the trick, getting all the advantages from the surface in the first day, the way Alauddin Babu bowled, Mukidul Mugdho. It's quite the opposite today. The spinners are dominating the proceedings, though we haven't seen much of a turn, but the line and length was good. As the ball skids through to the batters, at times surprising them with extra bit of bounce. There's a short third, short fine leg, deep square leg, deep mid wicket and long on in place for the left-hander. Again came down the track, hardly any turn, skids through, and the umpire will go upstairs to check the stumping.
Yes, decision pending. We've gone to the TV umpire. We'll check for the stepping. Pretty safe there. Nothing wrong with that. The initial reaction from the batter looked like he was in, but could be interesting. A good take there by Abdul Mazid. The batter's dragging his feet. Still in the air, still in the air. It landed safely, and then the stumps were broken, but TV umpire would want to have a closer look at it. Again, rock and roll on the reverse, just to confirm that the feet has landed before the ball hits the stump. Came quite a bit down the wicket, had to show good reflexes to even attempt coming back. Feet has landed. The feet stays down. The stumps are broken. I think the umpire will make a decision. Have to look at the giant screen. Still waiting. It's not out. So Mrityunjoy survives, but it was a big scare for him. Shohag Ghazi, the wily customer, testing him. Again, having a look at that fraction of a second. Keeper took the stumps out in a flash.
Goes for a sweep, big appeal. A wry smile in the face of umpire Morshed Ali Khan Shumon, with the angle going towards the leg stump. We mentioned about the spinners not getting turned. They bowled a lot flatter today. With the grass covered all across the surface, it can skid through to the batter. And they're bowling a lot flatter. Good bowling by Shohag Ghazi. Just gave away 3 runs onto his second over. 2 more balls to go.
Yes, he's darting those balls literally into the pads. Mrityunjoy, even if he goes for the shot on the leg side, he's taking a risk playing against the turn. Goes again, his favorite area. There's a fielder in the deep. Just get a single for all these big shots. 1 more ball to go in the over. They've just crossed the 6 per over mark. How far are they going to go from here? 150 was your prediction, Mazhar?
They will be happy if they can post 150. Chauhan on strike, 24 of 21. Shot, cut away. Fielder does well at point, but Chauhan will get a single. Hurt himself in the process. Seems to be in a lot of pain, Fazle Rabbi. Hit him in his chest, probably in the rib cage. Was there an extra bit of bounce while grabbing that ball? It was struck hard. Yeah, it's the impact while diving. He hurt himself in the process. But nevertheless, very good bowling by Shoaib Ghazi. Appreciating his fielder. But yeah, it's been a contrasting side compared to the first day. We have seen the seamers dominating the proceedings. Now the spinners today. Not trying to turn the ball. Good to see Fazle Rabbi back on his feet. Times it's very painful out there while diving those to stop the boundaries. He'll get better.
He will. The physio seems happy with his quick recovery. Good to see him back on his feet, still rubbing the right side of his stomach area. We've spoken about the kind of bowling unit that Barishal is. They've got a lot of spinners, so different teams have different strengths. That's unfolding in front of us as the tournament goes on. We've seen the 4 teams perform yesterday. Now we see Barishal and their bowling attack. They have 𝗂𝗻𝗂𝗃𝗃, who bowled 4 overs in the previous game as well, but this match in particular, once they noticed the spinners were getting some assistance, they seem to show they have a lot of options, even within the top order batting, the players that can bowl, and they've come in and stepped in and did pretty well. Moinul, he opened the innings for them in the previous game. Amin Pian, another all-rounder, so it's very handy to have bowling options, at least 7 or 8 bowling options in your 11.
And bowling according to the plan is also key, and they're doing that really well. Not trying to turn the ball. Tanveer Islam to continue, bowled well. Top edge, in the air, fielder at short fine leg, drops it. Fazle Mahmood, the fielder at short fine leg, just got hurt before the start of this over. Going on the offside, trying to play that sweep. Again, hardly any turn. It was quicker through the air, getting that top edge. He was into a very good position, but in the end, just spills that one.
Would be disappointed with himself. Was a relatively easy catch. Missed out on the opportunity. Sohan survives on 25, just scores 1 more, so he would have that on the back of his mind.
Flat delivery, straight to the fielder at cover. The idea for the batters would be not to go hard at the spinners. They are bowling quick, so it will be important to have a good base, good balance, and time the ball rather going hard at them.
Mrityunjoy, he knows one way. Goes hard. No turn, the arm ball. Tanveer showing all the guile, all the experience, all his skills as a spinner. Fantastic spell of bowling. This particular, it was a seam up ball actually, swung away. Beautiful variation.
Slowed it down this time. Saw the batter backing away, trying to create some room. Excellent bowling by Tanveer.
Yeah, he's seen Mrityunjoy's movement. He knows Mrityunjoy likes to hit on the onside, so trying to keep it as outside as of the off stump as possible. Tanveer, I'm sure the right-handed Sohan, he'll have different ideas. Already created an opportunity the previous time, faced him.
Again, a seam-up delivery. Came with the arm into the right-hander. Brilliant bowling. Outstanding. 13 so far given. Last ball of his 4th over. Picked up a wicket. Can he finish it on a high?
Total contrast to what he did in the previous game. Conceded over 15 per over. A new day, a new Tanveer Islam. Just a single taken. ending an excellent day with the ball. 4 overs, 1 for 14 for Tanvir. After 16, it's 94 for 4.
𝗫𝐴 for 4 after 16. The two seamers got 4 overs, 2 each. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 gave away 7 runs from his 2 overs, picked up a wicket. 𝗂𝗚 bowled 2 overs, 10 for none. And seems like 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 has got the ball in his hand. And the two seamers will finish it up. For Barishal in the last 4 overs, the spinners did the job. And now it's the seamer's duty to finish it off. Fine leg inside the circle. There's a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long off, long on, and deep cover in place for the right-hander Chauhan. Started off with a slower delivery.
Going to be an interesting face-off there. Chauhan and Rabbi played as teammates just a few days back. Took that flight back home, successful with Rangpur Riders. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 picking up 7 wickets in the Global Super League. One of the few who picked at least a wicket in each and every game during that tournament, which Rangpur Riders eventually won. The 4-4 against Guyana Amazon Warriors was tremendous spell of bowling from 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃. So he seems to be someone who's getting back into form. He looks fitter, he looks sharper on the field. We've seen him as well.
Roll of the fingers in the air goes Mrityunjoy Chaudhary. Field at deep mid-wicket in contention and dropped it again. We have seen quite a few drop catches today and fielding has been sloppy for Barishal.
Tanvir Islam and another one. 2 of them converging. Unfortunately, none of them. 𝗃𝗍, it was the other one. He stood there. Just look at him. Sets himself under the ball. Just at the last moment, ball seemed to sway away from him. 𝗃𝗍 tried his best. Tanvir Islam tried to grab on to any opportunity that might come from the ricochet, but nothing of that sort happened. So this time, can he make use of the full toss? Got caught at cover. My goodness, Shoaib Ghazi, the captain, taking it gleefully. So 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 gets another breakthrough.
Finally, he gets his man. Dropped in the previous delivery, but this time skipper Shoaib Ghazi won't miss it. Takes a good catch. It was struck really hard, but Shoaib Ghazi grabbed a very good catch. It was travelling, Parvez. Not the best of delivery though, but 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 will be happy to get his man in the end.
Yeah, you have those days when you get a wicket from a ball that maybe the batter should have scored, and then sometimes you bowl very well and don't get wickets, but luck's on 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃's side. Mrityunjoy has to leave for 13. It's 97 for 5, Khulna.
Hard hitter Ziaur Rahman comes into the middle, and Khulna will be hoping Zia can play some lusty blows. He's a strong man, missed out in the first game. Ideal situation for him to go after the bowlers. However, things hasn't been easy for the batters so far in this innings for Khulna. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 picking up his 2nd wicket, bowled really well onto his 3rd over, gave away just 10 runs.
Yeah, he's looked very good. But Ziaur Rahman, just 1 run of 7 balls in the previous match, could not get a start. This is somewhere would like to come in the death with just a few balls to play. So he doesn't have to look anywhere else. He just has to go big, which he can.
Mid-off comes inside the circle. Third man goes back. Right on the block hole. A bit of aggression as well. I like it. Yes. 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃 is enjoying his time in the middle.
Pumped up, pumped up. 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃 he's had a good night's sleep. He was rested for the first game, and this match, he really is on fire. He's just coming in, looking in very good rhythm while he's bowling, and he has those variations as well. We saw a slower delivery to start off the over, picks up the wicket with a full toss, and then goes for the Yorker, which he perfectly delivers.
Slower again. Mixing it up, 𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃. Experienced bowler. And showing why he's been playing cricket for so long and successfully doing it over the years. As you mentioned rightly, still a very fit cricketer. Works hard on his bowling and his fitness as well. Nurul Hassan Chauhan. Was that a drop catch again? Straight to the fielder though.
𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗃𝗃𝗃 walks away with another very, very good over. It's 98 for 5 after 17.
The business end of this innings for Khulna. And we have 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Ghosh. Brings out that excitement in the com box. Welcome back, 𝗂𝗏𝗏.
Very kind of you, Mazhar. Always a pleasure sharing the com box with you. Or should I say, pleasure doing business with you. Even though we've still got a match and a more to go. Rule Mia. Zia Rahman taking a few steps forward, and Rule Mia putting it away. Perhaps too wide.
Third man inside the circle. So the idea will be to bowl those slowers pretty often in this over. Taking the pace off the ball. We have seen quite a few drop catches today. At least 3 of those that should have been taken. There's a deep point in place for the right-hander Zia Rahman. Deep cover, deep square leg comes inside the circle. So does short fine leg.
Again, the idea is right. And the field tells you that he's going to bowl that. Execution, quite not so much.
Yes, with third man up inside the circle, and there's a deep backward point in place. The idea, as you mentioned, bowling wide of the right-hander. And 100 comes up with that wide for Khulna.
Full, hit straight, ricocheted off the foot of Rule Mia. That one will sting. I think it's the bone part which has had the impact. Umpire, on-field umpire, just going and checking on him. Istegham Nadeem.
Stop that with his feet. That should have been hurt. Hit him right in that ankle. Went down to the ground, but a strong guy. Immediately onto his feet and back onto his run-up.
Chauhan on strike. Moves across. Oh, now is that a bit harsh?
Yes, Real Mia mentioning the fact that Nurul Hassan Chauhan moves towards the offside. That's a bit harsh, I must say, from the bowler's point of view. But then again, the umpires has got that line to judge whether it was wide or not. Shoaib Ghazi also having a word with the umpire.
Full toss, inside edge, onto the pads of Nurul Chauhan. Otherwise, I think it would have gone in the direction of the stumps.
Tried to play that on the onside, but I really feel Chauhan should eye that extra cover region over the fielder, heads inside the circle. There was a full toss with the left-hander coming with the angle, going away from the right-hander. Change of field now. Deep point comes inside the circle. Square leg goes back.
Yeah, change of pace. One bounce to the fielder at long off. Now, right after that delivery, where Nurul showed his intent to hit it on the onside, the change was made. Before that, the idea was to bowl wide Yorkers.
And he kept quiet, kept the batters quiet for a bit, and he's mixing it up, keeping the batters guessing. So far, very good bowling by Ruel.
Was underneath it, skied that one. Deep extra cover, in contention, dropped! Has spilled it and passed it over the ropes. Think that's Moin Khan, who indicates that that is a boundary. I'm sure that the umpires will have a look. TV umpire Sajidul Islam will be interested on this one.
This is poor cricket. I must say, this is poor cricket from Barishal. 4 drop catches so far. Straight to the hand, in and out. The umpires are checking whether the ball dropped inside the rope or it went over. In, out. I think it just bounced inside that boundary rope. Poor cricket. It demotivates the bowler. Drop catches. That's a better angle. Yep, there should be a boundary. Just going back to catching of Barishal, they've dropped at least 4 catches today. All 4 of them should have been taken. Nurul Hasan Chauhan was dropped once. Ziaur Rahman.
Oh, cracking along the ground from Ziaur Rahman. 4 runs.
Rubbing salt in the wound. Ziaur Rahman getting that boundary after the drop catch. And Ruel Mia, I can feel him, man. I can feel for Ruel Mia. As a bowler, it's frustrating for you when catches being dropped off your bowling and then you get hit by a boundary.
Hit straight, powerfully. Good effort by R.R. Amin. Quick throw back in from long off. Definitely saving 3 runs on this occasion. Ends the over. 112 for 5, Khulna. $112 for 5. Importantly for Khulna, Nurul Hasan Chauhan is still in the middle, along with Ziaur Rahman. Oh, moves the front leg away and launched off the runway by Ziaur for a maximum.
That's the power Ziaur Rahman possesses, and this is why he's been sent to hit a few lusty blows. They needed more of those. Ziaur Rahman, look at that bat swing. Look at that power. Look at that balance. A perfect display of power hitting.
Could have been dismissed in the previous over. It's making them suffer. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 has bowled well so far. How does he come back? He was about to start the run up and then realizes that he needs a change in the field as deep backward square leg comes inside the circle. Backward point drops back on the edge of the boundary. Change of pace, kite that one again. Long off, Tanveer Islam coming in. What a catch! That is a stunner. And worth the celebration as Ziaur and 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃, the batter and bowler, share a few words, all smiles, spirit of cricket on the field.
We have seen some easy catches being dropped, and now a brilliant take by Tanveer Islam. Covered a lot of ground, coming forward from long off to mid off, diving in front and completes a very good catch in the end. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 can smile. He picked up another wicket, and the dangerous Ziaur Rahman departs after scoring 17 of just 8 deliveries. Khulna 118 for 6.
Nahidul is the new batter in. In the air, in the air. Oh, what a catch! What a catch in the deep! You mentioned the catches dropped, and all of a sudden, off Rabbi's bowling. This is tremendous. 2 wickets in 2 balls for 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃.
That's a great recovery from the Barishal fielders. We mentioned about those drop catches, and all of a sudden we have seen 2 brilliant catches. First it was Tanveer Islam covering a lot of ground from long off, and now the fielder at deep cover once again covered a lot of ground. It was hanging in the air for a long time, but he kept his eyes till the last moment. And that's a clean take. That's a very good grab from the fielder. Great commitment. Getting those both hands, doing the basics right. Pritham, the fielder.
Spectacular effort. Again, initially going in with both the hands, importantly. Yes, primarily grasped with the right hand, but made sure with both hands that he secures it. He was on the run. Bit to cover in quick time. At full stretch. TV umpire just wants to make sure, as per the request of the on-field umpires, Sajidul Islam has confirmed that this is a wicket. Nahidul goes for naught. Khulna 118 for 7. 𝗂𝗲𝗃𝗃 now on a hat-trick as Mehdi Hasan Rana, the left-arm seamer, comes into the middle. What's going to be the ploy? Deep square leg, long on. Deep third, deep fine leg, and deep point in place. Mid-off inside the circle, Rabbi round the wicket. Oh! Well, he hardly had any clue where this was going, the batter. Well bowled, fist pump between them.
How close was that? How close was that? Inches away from the stumps, getting that inside edge. We have seen 100, we have seen 200 being chased, and almost a hat trick.
We are yet to see one in this edition of the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Slower full toss, down on one knee. Chauhan has the map in his mind and takes full advantage of that, puts it away for 4.
Not the best of deliveries. Full toss onto the leg side with fielders up inside the circle. Attempted slower. Chauhan just held that one over the fielder's head and getting that boundary. Disappointment for Kamrul Islam Rabbi.
Moves across, pitch it short, inside edge before the keeper throws it back. Good call from Rana. They ensure a single of the last delivery, and Chauhan will retain strike for the final over. It's 1-2-4 for 7.
Sir, one leg, please. Sir, one leg. One leg. Off. Thank you, sir.
𝗃𝗺𝗪𝗂 will be bowling the final over of this innings from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end. Nurul Hasan Chauhan on strike. Back of a length, triple shot. Long off fielder is there. It's been quite a while that specific patches where Nurul Hasan Chauhan hasn't had the strike.
35 of 32 deliveries. Yes, you have seen quite a few wickets falling from the other end. 5 more balls to go. They are 125 for 7. They must be eyeing somewhere near 140. 5 more balls to go. Can Mehdi hit a few lusty blows, or he will give the strike back to the skipper?
Third comes inside the circle, fine leg 2. In the air, fielder at cover. Shohag Ghazi makes no mistake. 𝗃𝗺𝗪𝗂 gets his first of the match.
A well-deserved one by 𝗃𝗺𝗪𝗂. He was unlucky at times, but finally he gets a wicket. Removing Mehdi. Tried to go hard, clear that long off region, getting that top edge, and Shohag Ghazi makes no mistake. Catching has been good in the latter part of the innings for Barishal after dropping a few of those early on. Pumped up, why not? Mehdi Hasan Rana departs after scoring 1. Khulna, 125 for 8.
Tipu Sultan, the new batter in. And rightly, what he needed to do with his sword, Tipu Sultan, is just use it to get a single.
Good one, Shaman Roy, good one. And a sensible thing to do, giving the strike back to the skipper, who's middling the ball a lot better than many of the Khulna batters in this innings so far. He'll look to bowl those slower deliveries wide of Nurul Hasan Chauhan.
Gets hold of it. One bounce for 4.
Nurul Hassan Chauhan doing the tricks for Khulna. Again moving towards the offside and eyeing that onside region. Finds the gap pretty well. Just one bounce over the fence.
Eyeing that gap, the premeditated trigger movement, moving across, making the bowler think, how does he come back now, 𝗻𝗄𝗻. Again. Oh, just past the outside edge. Length delivery, fair bit of bounce, the angle taking it away.
The length was very good. It was never there for Nurul Hassan Chauhan to play that on the onside. Rather, he might have played that towards backward point, with third man and point inside the circle. He might have sliced that one as well.
You could have, maybe should have. He's the one who's staying till the end. Chauhan. Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. Now the North striker has run all the way. Ran him out. 𝗻𝗄𝗻𝗃 runs Nurul Hassan Chauhan, the skipper of Khulna, out. Good presence of mind from behind the stumps to throw it back to the bowler. Momentum also on Barishal's side as they picked up the 9th wicket of Khulna and restricted them to only 130.
Very good last over by 𝗻𝗄𝗻𝗃. 30 for 2 from his 4 overs. And despite a few drop catches, Barishal will be happy to restrict them to 130. Last ball of the innings, Nurul Hassan Chauhan tried to play that on the onside. Couldn't contact the ball. But a good throw back to the bowler, and he does the rest to run out Nurul Hassan Chauhan. After scoring 39 of 35, he played his part to post the total of 130 for Khulna. Is it going to be enough for them? As Barishal need 131 runs to win. Anamul Haq Bijoy up front scoring 24 of 18. Amit Mojumdar, Azizul Tamim missing out. Mohammad Mithun 14 of 19. Chauhan, the last batter to dismiss after scoring 39 of 35. There was hardly any big partnership in this innings, as Ziaur Rahman scored a quick-fire 70 of just 8 deliveries.
Yeah, the bowling card stands out. Kamrul Islam Rabbi started the proceedings 4 for 23, economy of 5.75. Impressive. 𝗻𝗄𝗻𝗃 2 for 30, bowled well. Mehdi Hassan none for 14, 1 for 14, economy of only 3.5. Tanveer Islam, Moinul got a wicket, was slightly expensive. R. Amin bowled the only one over, but got a wicket, did the job for the captain. And 𝗂𝐻𝐿 himself bowled 2 overs, did not bowl the full quota, none for 5. Over to Ahmed bin Parvez for the interview.
Well, we have with us Kamrul Islam Rabbi from the Barishal team, who's fresh off a brilliant bowling performance, 4 for 23. Obviously, we want to talk to him about this. Rabbi, খুব ভালো ফর্মে আছেন, জিএসএলও দুর্দান্ত পারফর্ম করেছেন, তো কেমন এনজয় করছেন আসলে বোলিংটা ইদানিংকালে?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, ভালো হচ্ছে বোলিং, টিমের জন্য কিছু করতে পারছি, এটাই সবচেয়ে বেশি ভালো লাগছে। টিমের যখন দরকার হয় আমি আমার 100% দেওয়াটা ট্রাই করি, সেটা গ্লোবাল সুপার লিগেও ছিল, আজকেও আলহামদুলিল্লাহ খুব ভালো করতে পেরেছি, তো কন্টিনিউ করতে চাই আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
তো আপনাদের যে বিশাল একটা জার্নি হলো, তারপর আসলেন খুব কম সময়ের ভেতরেই, প্রথম ম্যাচটা যদিও রেস্টেড হয়েছিলেন, এখন কি মনে হচ্ছে পুরোপুরি আপনি ফিট রেডি, মানে পুরো টুর্নামেন্ট খেলার মতো?
হ্যাঁ আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আসলে যখন একটা টিম চ্যাম্পিয়ন হয় তখন অটোমেটিকলি সবার অনেক মানে মন মানসিকতা ভালো থাকে, শরীরও ভালো, হ্যাঁ ক্লান্তি চলে যায়। তো আমরা চ্যাম্পিয়ন হওয়ার পর থেকে সবাই অনেক উৎফুল্ল, প্রত্যেকটা প্লেয়ার যারা আছেন সবাই ভালো খেলতেছেন ন্যাশনাল লিগে টি20-তে, তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ সবাই আরও ভালো করুক এই দোয়া করি।
আর রানটাকে কি মনে হচ্ছে, ডেফিনেটলি চেজেবল মনে হচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ আশা করি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ এই রান আমাদের চেজ করা উচিত, যে আমাদের টিম ওয়াইজ তারা লাস্ট ম্যাচেও 160-র উপরে রান করেছে, তো আশা করি আমরা এটা চেজ করতে পারবো ইনশাআল্লাহ।
অল দ্য বেস্ট, দুর্দান্ত করেছেন আজকে এবং সামনেও যেন ভালো করেন সেই আশাই করছি।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
So that was Kamrul Islam Rabbi, ladies and gentlemen.
Ahmed bin Parvez there with Kamrul Islam Rabbi, man of the hour with 4 wickets. Well, the start, they were looking good, particularly courtesy of 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍. This was put down. Amit Majumdar was the first one to depart. But he was really middling them, timing them well, was 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗍. Lucky on a few occasions, but mostly he timed them well. Here, this was another wicket. And a few good catches. Then Mithun came in, was there in the middle for a fair bit of time. Hit one downtown before Amin got his wicket. Then Chauhan came along. Few blows in front, few shots behind, along with Mrityunjoy Chaudhary. And then this was spilled of the captain. And this was Mrityunjoy's wicket. Ziaur Rahman, a few lusty blows. This one was put down as well.
Ziaur Rahman manages to score a few boundaries and sixes. But in the end was held really well by Tanvir Islam at long off. And then another very good catch by Ifti, covering a lot of ground. Nurul Hasan Chauhan scoring those boundaries late in the innings. And a few catches taken by the Barishal fielders. Nurul Hasan Chauhan tried his best. He hung in till the last over before being run out of the very last ball of the innings. And making sure Khulna go on to post 130 for 9 after 20 overs as the skipper top scoring with 39 of 35, Anamul 24 of 18 and Ziaur adding 17 of just 8 deliveries. Kamrul Islam Rabbi, the peak of the bowlers for Barishal, 4 for 23 from his 4 overs. Ruel Mia also bowled a very good last over, 2 for 30 from his 4 overs, and Ahrar Pian picked up a wicket from his 1 over that he bowled, give away 3 runs. Well, Barishal need 131 runs to win in 20 overs, and we will be back after a short break with the chase.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, where this is match 5 between Khulna and Barishal, where Barishal captain Shoha Ghazi earlier on won the toss, invited Nur Hassan Chauhan's Khulna to have a bat first, and of their 20 overs, that's what they collected. 130 for 9. Nur Hassan Chauhan staying till the end. 39. 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 getting 4 wickets. Ruel Mia 2 bowled well. Now the Barishal batters in red come in for the run chase. They need 131 of the 20 overs, and Chauhan and company, of course, will be looking to prevent them from doing that. 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 sitting alongside. Looks as if Khulna will start the proceedings with spin.
Hello, Shamunai. Yes, they've learned a lot, I guess, from the Barishal bowling innings, although Rabbi became the top wicket taker in that innings. But the spinners mostly did the damage of bowling economically and really stifling the opponent for runs. So it will be interesting, spin from this end as well.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 took a blinder. One of the catches which gave 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 a wicket. He's running in for deep cover. Nahid, yes, they're taking a leaf out of Barishal's book. Or Khulna. And of course we've seen in some BPL editions Nahid opening the bowling with Tanveer. Nahidul. Oh, the batter comes down the wicket straight away off the outside part of the bat. Mrityunjoy will have to do some running and throw it back, as Abdul Majid is off the mark with a couple.
2 to start off. Nahidul immediately having an impact with the ball. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 is playing his first match. Wasn't part of the Barishal squad. So he needs to make good use of his position as an opener here within the power plays.
Yeah, it's all about grabbing the opportunity. They know the target. It isn't the biggest of totals. Very much within the reach. Seen Khulna openers get off to a decent start. Bijoy was timing the ball well. So it will be important for Barishal as well to get a good start. At least lay the foundation right. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is off the mark. Tucking that one off the pads.
Has a first slip for the left-hander there. So definitely Nahidul expecting some kind of assistance from the wicket. In the pitch report you mentioned about a few cracks in different areas of the wicket. So yes, that will be in the back of the minds of the bowlers as well.
Although, the pitch is quite stiff. Quite hard. And as the curator in charge, Mr. Kabir, he insisted it's not gonna deter or cause any variance when it comes to bounce and movement, and such has been the case so far, Parvez.
Yes, and a lot of responsibility maybe goes on to the Khulna batters, not being able to post that 150 that they maybe initially thought, or even more than that.
Lots of wickets at regular intervals. This Barishal was successful in slowing them down. 5 without loss after the first over are Barishal. Yeah, the target for the men in the red kit is 131. And after the first over, they are 5 without loss. Al-Amin Hussain will be sharing the new ball with Nahidul, be bowling from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end.
We've seen him bowl in the previous game. Just the 3 overs for him was a tad bit expensive. Let's look at some sort of an accessory change for the batter here. Abdul Mazid has taken off his pads. Speaking of Al-Amin, today, just before the game, we saw him warming up on his full strides, marking his run-up. Seems pumped up. We've seen quite a few good performances from the pace bowlers, the 2 days of play that we're seeing here in the Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL 2024. So you'd like to contribute to that as well, Al-Amin. It's not a big target, so we'll have big responsibility within the power play, not just to stop the flow of runs, but also to get some early wickets.
And as we speak, there's another match going on in this very stadium in the outer field, where Chattogram are taking on Sylhet, where Chattogram were off to a flyer, courtesy of Mahmudullah Hassan Joy and Tamim Iqbal Khan. Tamim scoring 65 of 33 at 196. Was later dismissed by Tofail Ahmed. Khalid Ahmed taking the catch. Mahmudullah Hassan Joy going for 29 of 17. But ever since that, there has been a sort of a collapse. 15 overs and 145 for 9. So, yeah, the pendulum can swing either way, which means Khulna are in with a chance. All they need is wickets. Full bounce. Look at where Chauhan takes it, as Abdul Majid went for a beg your pardon, Ifti was looking to hit hard.
I really went with the kitchen sink at it, but just couldn't get the connection. Al-Amin bowling full and wide out of the hitting range of the batter. We will challenge for young Ifti here.
It's a slip in position. Oh, superb bowling. Some swing, some movement of the deck as well.
This is good stuff from Al-Amin right away. Bowling from close to the umpire. Swinging it outward for the left-hander. Will be a challenge. He can bring the ball back in for the left-hander as well, so will be interesting to see if he wants to go for that sort of a delivery. Fine legs up in the circle.
Comes down the wicket. Catch taken. We spoke of wickets. Al-Amin's got the breakthrough. Spectacular catch taken by Nurul Hassan Chauhan.
Superman Chauhan diving to his left. We'll have to watch that replay once again. Beautiful catch taken. Excellent reflexes and exactly the plan that was set for Ifti outside off, with the slip in as well. There was expectation of movement, and that's what happened. The seam directed towards the slips, and that was a wild shot from Ifti. What a take from Chauhan behind the wicket. Beautiful catch to dismiss the opener. So Ifti goes for 1 from 4 deliveries. And Barishal lose their first pretty quickly here.
Barishal have lost their first wicket. That brings in Fazle Mahmood Rabbi. He saw 76. That was his knock yesterday. So is the batter in touch? Al-Amin. Full. Again, bit of swing. On drive, going away, running away, and will run away. Off the mark with a boundary is Fazle Mahmood Rabbi.
That was sweet timing from Fazle Mahmood Rabbi. Just look at the wrist work from him. The ball slightly on the leg stump, but just a little flick of his front foot, just playing it around. He teased a couple of fielders there. They wouldn't like doing that sort of running. One running from the mid-on and the other from deep square leg. None of them reaching in the end. Fazle Mahmood teased the fielders for his first boundary.
Al-Amin was guilty of overpitching. Full, down on one knee. Oh yes, what a shot! A 6 over deep extra cover. Brilliant.
And that is a shot of a man in form. Top scorer in the previous game for his side. Unfortunately, his team did not go through. This was magnificent hitting. Used all the power he could, making use of another overpitch delivery from Al-Amin. Got the width as well.
We mentioned the pendulum a little while back, Parvez. And this over alone, we're observing it swinging heavily both ways. Al-Amin getting a wicket. Rabbi comes in, hits a 4, then a 6. How does Al-Amin respond? With a back of a leg delivery. And Chauhan says, exactly what I'm asking of you. Come back, good one. 14 for 1. Barishal. Yeah, the Barishal dugout. Nahidul, the off spinner, does continue. Often these chases can turn out to be tricky, but with the sun beating down and oh, that's nice, effortless. Just guided that one between the two fielders, true cover, will get a boundary.
Very elegant there. Abdul Majid steps out, not a lot of turn, brave enough to play through mid-off and the cover. Mohammad Mithun on that occasion, just out of his reach. Again, quick outfield.
Looking for the single, Abdul Majid. Yeah, he's being patient. Is Abdul Majid, got a boundary. Now what he's trying to do is get a single.
Just can't find that. Found the boundary, but need to rotate strike as well.
Moves across. It's in the air, but falls safe behind the wicketkeeper. He's got the single though now, Abdul Majid.
Tad bit lucky there for the batter. Beaten all ends up. Length wasn't there for that sweep that he attempted. Thankfully falls in a safe zone for him. Strike rotation happens in the in-form Fazle Mahmood. A 4 and a 6 to his name from the previous over. Look to go big as well, since the power play is well on.
Oh, this is nicely bowled, just past the outside edge from Nahid. Will end another over. End of the third, it's 19 for 1. 19 for 1 after 3 overs. Al-Amin back for his second. Continues from the Al Arafa Islami bank end. Deep square leg and a deep third. No slip for him now against 𝗵𝗠𝗺𝗪𝗓. Just makes me wonder if he's gonna bowl tad bit short. Back of a length. Oh, back of a length, and that rolls sharply on 𝗵𝗠𝗺𝗪𝗓. I think he's taken a blow on the elbow.
That should be painful. Inamul Haq Bijoy knows. Runs towards 𝗵𝗠𝗺𝗪. Tamim coming in as well. Sohan checking whether things are serious or not. But Al-Amin, what a snorter from him. Came back sharply, and that extra bounce really evaded the bat onto his right shoulder there. Nothing much you can do when the ball bounces so steeply from that sort of a length.
Yeah, initially I thought it was the elbow, and then watching the replay, I must rectify it was the shoulder, as you mentioned, Parvez, and that itself gives you a hint how sharply it rose. Again, was opened up, squared up, then the impact on his right shoulder.
We've had some stops. 𝗵𝗠𝗺𝗪𝗓 needed a change of pads in the beginning, and then now getting that blow. He's got to fight it out. He's been a prolific performer in the domestic circuit, in first-class cricket, ODIs or one-day cricket, his favorite format he mentioned once. Has a few centuries to his name. This is a different kind of an occasion. This is the NCL T20. You'll have to show your prowess with the bat in the shortest format. So he has a challenge in his hand.
Sharp inward movement of the deck by Al-Amin. Yeah, you know, there has been quite a few pauses. You mentioned the pads, the blow. It was Fazli Mahmood Rabbi who got off to a blistering start. What worries me that he's been kept waiting at the non-striker's end. Oh, that's a good looking stroke. Through deep extra cover, will run away. 𝗵𝗠𝗺𝗪𝗓 says no worries. He gets a boundary.
That was a hittable delivery. That was 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Not exactly. Played on the rise. A lot of width on offer. Cover fielder dived. Mazid will definitely thank the outfield. It's lightning fast. We've seen quite a few shots racing away to the boundary, teasing the fielders every time.
Tells you how much you can trust the surface. As well, mentioned, like to go back to the pitch report, Parvez. It does have a bit for both the bowler and the batter. The contest itself tells you. Was the length delivery the one hit for a boundary? Just slightly on the upper side. Was hit on the up. Even though along the ground, next delivery zips back in. Oh, going through deep backward square. The fielder at square leg has to run quite a bit. It is lightning fast, this outfield here at the Sylhet International. Second boundary for 𝗵𝗠𝗺𝗪𝗓 in this Al-Amin over.
The Pacers being expensive. That ball was swinging in, but just the line and length erring in that on both the fronts there. Al-Amin too much into the pads. Full was an easy shot. Just had to guide it around the fine leg fielder who's within the circle.
Oh, that was timed sweetly. The fielder, Azizul Hakim Tamim, slowing it down. Even though they managed a single of the last delivery, 28 for 1 Barishal. Naidul bowling the third one on the trot. Persisting with pressure from this end. Not allowing easy runs, hence Chauhan preferring to bowl him again. But Alamin, who's gotten a wicket, is turning out to be a bit expensive. Both the batters in the middle. Oh, came down the wicket. Smart bowling in the end.
Signaled his intent too early there, Abdul Mazid, and then Naidul acted accordingly. Mazid did the rest. He really fended that off pretty well. Smart from him.
Otherwise, there would have been an opportunity of a stumping. Now Abdul Majid himself is a wicket-keeper batter, so he's well aware of that. So fended that one off his pads.
And then stayed back on the next ball. Did not step out.
Just going back to that, you know, both the batters in the middle have taken a liking, I think, to the pace that Alamin offers. The faster they come, the faster they go. Oh, good shout. Given. Raises the finger, does Morshed Ali Khan. Naidul gets the breakthrough. And Fazle Mahmood Rabbi, who's been off strike for some time, the informed batter will have to make the walk back to the dugout.
Exactly what you mentioned. Being off strike for quite some time. Went back to a ball that skidded in, kept a tad bit low. It was such an easy decision for the umpire. Plumb in front once it hits the back leg. So just the 4 and a 6 for Fazle Mahmood Rabbi. 29 for 2 are Barishal.
Moinul Islam. Moinul Islam is the new batter in at 4 for Barishal. Chauhan, Nur Hassan Chauhan, the skipper. Khulna captain persisting with Naidul, bowling him his third over. Reaping reward. Well bowled. Just a single. And the wicket taking over. Barishal 29 for 2 after 5. 𝗃𝗺𝗽𝐶𝗿𝗂 Chaudhary will replace Alamin Hussain from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end. Left arm seamer starts off.
𝗵𝗛𝗺𝗪𝒧𝒻 straight away attempted to play over mid-on. Like to maybe have a sighter at what 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗀 can do. Pretty handy left arm medium fast bowler. Was wicketless in the previous game. 3 overs, none for 32.
Back of a length. Not afraid to go aerial. Backward of point. Races away for a boundary from the bat of 𝗵𝗛𝗺-Majid.
Good shot. Solid connection. There was width on offer. Made the best use of it. 𝗵𝗛𝗺-Majid moves on to 22. 66.6% of the runs, the team runs scored from his bat. Yes, there was width. And yes, fielder at point was on the inner circle. Made best use of that gap.
It was guilty of pitching it slightly short and then compensates by bowling full.
And looking at 𝗵𝗛𝗺-Majid's stance, he's actually standing outside the popping crease, maybe trying to negate any sort of swing that the bowler might want to utilize, although the sun is really baking the wicket right now.
Well bowled, quick single, throw at the non-striker's end from Anamul Haq Bijoy, but good running.
Good backing up from Mohammad Mithun as well. Good communication. We've spoken about how the teams have lined up. There's a good balance among all the 8 teams. Some teams relying more on spin, some on pace. As we look at that throw from Bijoy, narrowly missing the stumps. I really loved the color of the jerseys as well. Maybe we can speak about that at some point. Stop start for 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗀, getting back to his run-up.
It is the last over of the power play. 2 deliveries remain. Bit of swing, quick single again. Moinul takes it, comes in. So which one's your favorite kit?
I'm sure you won't judge me on this, but there are a few unique colors. The kit from Sylhet was nice. The gradient of the green, and then pink from Chattogram. That was a different one.
Oh, good fielding, but they've managed a single. So well bowled, pretty well bowled over, considering it was the last of the power play. 7 of the 𝗵𝗺𝗽𝗀 over. After power play, Barishal are 36 for 2. A signal of the end of the power play from on-field umpire Murshid Ali Khan. Nahidul continues from the Walton end. Into bowl is fourth. So Chauhan opting to bowl him out. There's a change in voice. Parvez replaced by Mazharuddin Omi.
Nahidul bowled well in his first 3 overs, gave away just 10 runs. Bowls wicket to wicket. He's been a prolific performer. Nahid, especially in this format, we have seen him picking wickets in the BPL. It's the last wicket that he picked. Original decision was out. And gone again. Naidul strikes. Moinul departs. He picked up his second wicket. Bowls a lot slower this time, coming down the track, and Nur Hassan Chauhan making no mistake. Third wicket gone for Barishal. They are in a spot of bother now. 37 for 3. And Moinul walks back after scoring just one.
Next time. This is the center. Off come bit close to you. Bit more.
𝗂𝗏𝗄𝗃 is the new batter in. He scored 19 in the match yesterday. Again, the left-handed batter. Bats in the middle order. Part of the under-19 team that won the under-19 Asia Cup last year. His captain the side, was the vice-captain in that edition when they won it. Shared captaincy with 𝗂𝗧 𝗦𝗃𝗺𝗏. Beg your pardon, Mahfuz 𝗦𝗃𝗺. But Nahidul has gotten 2 wickets and keeping things tight from the Walton end.
You'd love to bowl against the left-hander. We've seen him bowling a lot quicker, but in this over, he's bowled a lot slower, giving a bit of air as well.
Looking to get off the mark. Wasn't in the gap, straight to the fielder. Well bowled over by Nahidul. 7 overs done with 37 for 3, Barishal.
Come in, bhaiya.
Mrityunjoy has already bowled 1 over, given away 7 runs in that one. Now, at the end of power play, Khulna were 43 for 2, whereas Barishal were 36 for 2. But in the 7th over, they've lost another one. So behind in terms of run are Barishal and have lost more wickets now as well. 37 for 3 after 7. Mrityunjoy will be bowling to Abdul Majid. They will be looking forward to Abdul Majid, who's got a run of ball 25, is the set batter in. He needs to lead the team and get them closer to the target. Because if they keep on losing wickets like this, even this total of 131 could prove to be very difficult. Takes a single.
Rightly pointed out, Shaman. Abdul Majid set at the crease, already scored 26 of 26. Barishal already lost 3 wickets with a new batter, 𝗂𝗏𝗄𝗃 at the crease. And they need to build up a partnership. They're not chasing a big target, so they can afford to take a bit of time, build up a partnership.
back of a length play and a miss. Thankfully for the batter, pass of the outside edge, looking to cut the ball.
That's the wicket of Nahidul that he picked. Came back in sharply. Fazle Mahmood. RR Amin finally gets off the mark. He will feel a lot better now.
It's two phases, isn't it? When you're young and in the middle, one, you want to get off the mark, get the first run. And even better if it comes from the middle of the bat. It's about getting the touch. When you're feeling good, you know you're middling the ball. Such was the case with Bijoy. Such was the case with Fazle Mahmood Rabbi of Barishal today. Looking for the quick single. Direct hit could be trouble. Desperate dive in as the throw came in from Mohammad Mithun.
Direct hit. That was a wayward throw. Direct hit could have been corner. Mohammad Mithun at cover does well. Good pickup. Throws quickly, but not at the right direction.
Easy there. Speaking of middling the ball, Mazhar, you know, I remember I was very young, was only a child. You would watch cricket, you would understand, yes, he's timing the ball well or playing a brilliant shot. The likes of Sachin Tendulkar, Saeed Anwars, Sanat Jayasuriya, Brian Lara, Mark Waugh. It was in the stadium in Moti Jheel where gone to watch a World 11 match which featured a lot of the big name players. We'll come back to that story as it's the end of the over, 42 for 3. Azizul Hakim Tamim given the ball. Off spinners. Abdul Majid gives a strike back to the youngster RR Amin. So going back to the story, yeah, I had my father take me to the stadium, enjoyed Awani Mohammedan matches which featured the likes of Akram Khan, Aminul Islam, Nazul Abidin, Naimur Rahman Durjoy, of course, packed stadiums, likes of Wasim Akram's coming in, Arjuna Ranatunga to come in, the Fair brothers to come in to play the matches. Thank you for some inputting with some of the names as well, but it's a lot younger than I was a child, basically. Oh, looking to cut just past the outside edge, but it was that World 11 match where I saw Aravinda de Silva bat. Every time he was hitting the ball, that sweet sound of the ball hitting the sweet part of the bat, the middle of the bat, even when he was hitting them for a single, tuck, as if it echoed through the stadium, and you're like, oh, okay, this is what it feels like when it hits the middle of the bat.
I still remember I was at the ground during that game. I was at the ball boy, basically. Shot Nicely played. Finds the gap towards that cow corner region for a boundary. 𝗵𝗚𝗪𝗫 is looking good. 33 of 30 balls now. That was a long hop by Azizul.
Speaking of timing as such, not big bad lift, not big follow through, as if he just guided it towards that region.
I still remember the knock that Michael Bevan played. They needed 6 of the last ball. He almost hit that, eventually losing by just 1 run. A single to end the over, and that brings up the 50 as well. No, they're 49 for 3 after 9.
Just one short of 50, Barishal, and another bowler introduced into the attack. T20, another left arm spinner, bowling around the wicket to 𝗵𝗚𝗪𝗫. Tipu Sultan, yes, but going back to that story, I didn't know you were a ball boy back then. You should have told me. I could have got the opportunity to come and help you out on the boundary.
That would be great. That would be great, Shawan. Yes, those are the days. On the leg side, we'll get a single. I still remember Mohammad Ashraful was also a ball boy in that game. In fact, we used to be the ball boy. And with that single, 50 comes up for Barishal. Yeah, during those periods, we used to practice under Wahidul Goni, who's the head coach of Barishal. So many of us youngsters got that opportunity to be a ball boy in international matches. I mentioned about Mohammad Ashraful. Shahriar Nafiz also used to be a ball boy. Marshal Ayub. I really miss that culture. We don't see ball boys now.
Only makes me wonder. Even, obviously a great initiative, this Al Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Just as you mentioned this, it made me look along the boundary lines and it reminded me of those days back in time. Why don't we have ball boys anymore?
You need to bring that culture. It stays with you as a youngster for the rest of your life. Watching your idols, watching those stars playing in front of you in the ground is something extraordinary. You can't describe such feeling. Single to end the over. 51 for 3 after 10. It's also time for the players and match officials for a drinks break.
halfway through the innings. Barishal are 51 for 3, chasing a target of 131. Have 7 wickets in hand, a set batter in the middle in company of a youngster. As far as Barishal are concerned, Khulna have quite done the job with 3 wickets, but not yet done. As there's going to be another bowler to be introduced, Mehdi Hasan Rana, the left-arm seamer. Again, someone who's played this format, is featured in the Bangladesh Premier League. I remember him bowling particularly in one season, if I'm not wrong, was playing for Barishal. Also Chattogram as well. Starts off with a back of length delivery. But going back to that conversation, yes, I completely agree. If you have ball boys from the age level circuits, the under 13s, the 15s come in, have your icons and idols in the middle, you see them perform, you are inspired. Without a doubt. It's the naive and innocence, that excitement that brings the pure love for the game. But also, at the same time, just want to mention 𝗿𝗲𝗽𝗂𝗽𝗓 sir, the head coach of the Barishal team here. Initially, like among the mass, of course, the cricket fraternity knows him, but among the mass, known as Mohammad Ashraful's coach. They had the honor of playing under his supervision. School cricket, of course, at the under 13 level, bit of a yes and a no. They do get a single. It was great to meet him earlier today, this morning, after many years.
He's an outstanding human being, great coach. He's got his own values that he tries to instill on his students as well. I mentioned about Ashraful, Shari and Nafiz, Marshall Ayub. Many more cricketers learned this art of cricket from him. He used to be a leg spinner, so we used to bowl a lot of leg spinners in the nets. Interestingly, my googly used to turn a lot more than the leg spin.
Wow. There he is, the left-hand side of your screen, sitting in the middle in white, specs on, crosses the leg, just like that. Watching on. Left armour. The left-handed RR. In the air. Fielder underneath. Takes the catch. Good one taken at long on. Pressure was building up on RR Amin Pian. Bijoy makes no mistake.
Things are going bad to worse for Barishal now. They lost their 4th wicket. RR Amin struggled throughout his stay in the middle and tried to take on the fielder at long on. Not the best of options though. Anamul Haq Bijoy completes a good catch in the end. Success for Mehdi Hasan Rana. RR Amin departs after scoring 5 of 16. Barishal 54 for 4.
The Barishal captain is in the middle. 𝗂𝗧-𝗏𝗂𝗃𝗧. Well, they need someone to give company to 𝗵𝗏𝗪𝗺, to give him some support, because he's standing in one end as the others come and go at the other.
Pressure has been created by the Khulna bowlers, and it's mounting on the Barishal batters now. Skipper 𝗂𝗧-𝗏𝗂𝗪 is at the middle. There's a gully in place, catching position. And he's off the mark. No, not interested for the second. There was an opportunity. There was a bit of misfield by the fielder at long on, but 𝗂𝗧-𝗏𝗪 was content.
I think it's more like, I've got off the mark. I'll be here. I'll give you company. You're the set batter. Take the strike. Maybe, if possible, get a few over the boundary. Now, deep square leg, deep mid wicket in place for 𝗵𝗏𝗪𝗺. Long on also. Mid off on the edge of the circle, deep third. Comes down the wicket. Pitch short. Has relied heavily on the short delivery runner in this over. After 11, Barishal are 56 for 4. Tipu Sultan has bowled 1 over, none for 2. Continues from the Al Rafa Islami Bank end. Deep mid wicket, long on for 𝗵𝗏𝗪𝗺. Full toss. It's content with a single. And see, these are some of the deliveries where I feel that they can try and capitalize on rather than being content with a single.
𝗵𝗏𝗪𝗺, he's under a bit of pressure, must say. We've seen batters come and go from the other end. And despite those opportunities, someone like 𝗵𝗏𝗪𝗺 would like to hang on, not trying to take any risk at the moment. Rightly so. They need to build up a partnership, a short one, 3-4 overs maybe with 𝗂𝗧-𝗏𝗪𝗺, and then he can go for the shots.
Running the first one hard. Majid was interested in the second. But yeah, rightly pointed out. Because as long as he's there in the middle, there's some hope alive for Barishal.
And he needs to take the responsibility as well. When you're set at the crease, it's your responsibility to guide your innings, guide your team towards the winning line.
Comes down the wicket, darted that in after seeing the batter get off the tracks.
Shamana, we always talk about T20 cricket, a game of boundaries and sixes for the batters. But there are times when you need to play sensible cricket as well. Singles and doubles also do those works at times.
And that is the ploy. The Barishal pair in the middle. Just makes me wonder about the required run rate. Completely agree with you. 8.64, but once it starts getting closer to 10, 6 wickets in hand, not many of the recognized batters to come in. the shoulders might start feeling heavier.
𝗂𝗏𝗂𝐽 is doing the right work, taking those singles, rotating the strike, releasing the pressure off 𝗵𝗪𝗪𝒪𝒃 at the other end.
Five singles of this Tipu Sultan over. 61 for 4.
�61 for 4 after 12. Barishal needed 71 of 48 deliveries. Skipper 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗪 just came in, 3 of 3. He will be guiding through 𝗵𝗪𝗪𝒪𝒃. Looking for the singles. They did well in the previous over, took 5 singles. As I'm joined alongside Ahmed bin Parvez. Ahmed, it's going to be a tricky chase from here on for Barishal.
It will be. Do not have a lot of batters at the dugout, so this should be the partnership that takes them close. They'll have to do it in the sensible way, as you've mentioned before.
Looking for that deep booming drive, the bottom hand coming into play. But at the moment, in the next few overs, these two batters can rotate the strike. And don't just search for those boundaries, rather wait for the bad deliveries to come and then put those away.
They're still searching. And in all honesty, they haven't received a lot of bad deliveries. It's been very tight, accurate from the Khulna bowlers. Maybe very interesting prospect for Bangladesh.
Short ball pulled away. Finds the gap as well between deep mid-wicket and deep square leg. A boundary after a while for Barishal. And it came off the bat of skipper 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗪𝗏𝗂.
Fantastic shot from the captain. It was short, yes, but look at how quickly he picked the length. Maybe goes for the short ball no more often than not, and this time Ghazi was prepared for it. A very, very important boundary, a welcome one for Barishal as they move on towards that target of 131.
Down the track, in the air, field at mid-off, underneath, takes it comfortably. Mehdi Hasan Rana striking yet again as he removed the Barishal skipper 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗪𝗏𝗂 while trying to clear that mid-off fielder.
Really want to see whether he rolled his fingers over it. Looked like a slower delivery that 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗪𝗏𝗂 absolutely mistimed. Was stepping out, tried to play on the up, the length wasn't there to hit. Looks like a roll of the finger, went with the shot too early. It was an easy catch at mid-off for Ziaur Rahman. So the trick works for Mehdi Hasan Rana. Another wicket goes. Khulna on the ascendancy. 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗪𝗏𝗂, the captain, has to go for 7 of 5. 66 for 5 now. Barishal.
Well, Barishal kept losing wickets at regular intervals. They're yet to put up a good partnership so far in this innings in chase of 131. Mehdi Hasan Rana just removed skipper 𝗂𝗏𝗂𝗪𝗏𝗂 as Moin Khan comes into the middle. They are in a very difficult position from here on to chase that target. The required run rate is closer to 9 now. Inside edge. 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗀 will be under tremendous pressure, Parvez.
He's been left dry on the other end. Came on as an opener. Seen 5 of his teammates depart already. He's on 41, off 41, so run a ball innings. That won't do. They need to up the tempo here. Mehdi Rana with a very, very important second over in his bowling spell. Picking up a wicket each in each of his overs. Could get one more maybe. Again a short one. Chase that Moin Khan. No connection with the bat. A very, very successful over for Mehdi Hasan Rana. After 13, it's 66 for 5, Barishal.
থাক অমিত আন না
61 ছিল 6
অমিত আরো আসো
মানে 64 লাগবে
আরো মিথুন ভাই আরেকটু এদিকে
As Khulna tightening things around for the batting side, picking up wickets, keeping things tight. Tipu Sultan comes into the attack, one bounce to the field at deep mid-wicket. Mohammad Mithun will get only a single, but I really get a feeling now 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗀 will go after the bowlers.
Has to get a boundary, at least try for it early in the over. Was a risky shot though. 3 fielders in the leg side on the boundary line.
Nicely bowled. On to his third over, gave away just 8 runs, yet to pick up a wicket, but he's doing his job.
Bowling pretty straight, actually asking the batter to hit down the leg side. The long on, mid-wicket and the backward square leg all in place for the catch. Very economical here from Tipu Sultan.
In the air, connection was good and the result was even better. Moin Khan gets off the mark with a 6-over long off.
Was a cracking shot from Moin. Stood his ground. Most important part when you're going to hit big. Don't have to dance around a lot. Just have to have a good sighter of the ball, and that was within his hitting range. Went for it. The connection was so good. Just stood and watched. Admired his own shot there, Moin Khan. Could be an important factor here.
Goes again. This time straight to the field at deep mid-wicket. He's got a good base, Moin Khan. The previous 6 that he struck. Good balance, good hand-eye coordination, and he's powerful.
Mazid goes for another one here. Trying to target Tipu Sultan for that one big over that they need. Already a 6 in this over. Maybe could have done with a single here. Tried to go for that big slog sweep with all the 3 fielders in the boundary line. Could have been risky. Good glove work by Sohan from behind.
Bowled a lot slower the previous delivery. Now came in with that ball coming into the right-hander with the arm. Another very good over by Tipu Sultan. 75 for 5 after 14. Barishal need 56 of 36. Pretty much gettable in this format of the game. But they kept losing wickets. So far has been the main reason of downfall. With 2 batters in the middle, will surely look to hit a few boundaries. 6 more overs left. Pacer Alamin comes back into the attack from Walton and bowled well. Picked up a wicket, giving away 19 runs from his 2 overs. Starts off with a slower inside edge. Get that single.
Starts off with a single there. Al-Amin, tad bit expensive during the power plays. Fazle Mahmood Rabbi taking a liking to his pace, but he's got a wicket to his name as well, and we've seen Kamrul Rabbi do well for Barishal, so he might take a cue from that. Some good death over bowling which is expected from the senior customer.
Right on the money. Using that angle, bowling wide of the crease. He's got a good Yorker as well, Al-Amin. At one point in his international career, he's emerged as a good death over specialist. Worked on his run-up, worked on his fitness as well. Bowls at a very good line and length. Again, hardly any room, looking for the second. Ran the first one hard, but they have to settle for one. Singles won't work for Barishal.
They will need at least a boundary and over. Moin Khan back on strike. He struck the spinner pretty well. Will be interesting to see how he handles pace. Oh, hurried into that shot. Good pace generated from Al-Amin. He's had an interesting career overall. Played for Bangladesh. At one point was one of their main spearheads. Struggled with his bowling action, had to rectify, comeback, injuries. So many things that he had to contend with. But he's still here, going strong.
There's a long on in place, mid-off up inside the circle. Moves towards the offside, looking to play that behind fine leg. Finds the fielder. He's bowling at a good angle, Al-Amin, to the right-handers. Yes, the fine leg is up, but there's a deep square leg, a bit finer, and also a deep mid-wicket and long on in place.
He's got the height profile as well. The release point is pretty much high, so can afford to bowl full. Get that extra bounce this time down the leg. Lucky for Al-Amin. Straight to the fielder at fine leg. Could have made much better use of it, Moin Khan. The end of the over. At least an economical one from Al-Amin. After 15, it's 81 for 5.
"50 runs needed of 30 balls for Barishal division to seal their first win of this NCL T20. On the other hand, Khulna also looking for their first win of the tournament. They are well on course to register their first win. It's a beautiful sight, Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Lovely venue, players love playing here. As left-arm seamer Mrityunjay Chaudhary comes into the attack. He's got a fine leg inside the circle, deep square leg also coming in. Point goes back. Deep third comes inside the circle. There's a long on, mid-off goes back to long off. 4 fielders inside the circle, 2 behind, 3 behind. In fact, there's a short square leg, short fine leg, short third and cover. So the idea will be to bowl outside the off stump.
And he does. On point, Mazhar. The field is set. The bowler and the captain is giving the batter a clear hint of what's going to happen. Now, at the death, it's only about the test of skill for the batter, whether he can counter that. We've heard Harsha Bhogle talk about this. When you move into the death overs, everything is predictable. Then it comes to all about executing your skills.
You spoke about executing the skills, and Moin Khan executed well enough to get a couple. But they need boundaries. Barishal division, Mrityunjay Chaudhary is bowling according to the plan.
So far the plan has worked, having protection in the right areas. So there's a plan set up. Both teams still in contention to win this game, could go anywhere, swinging like a pendulum this match.
Again, the angle going away from the right-hander. Roll of the fingers as well.
Mrityunjay is having some joy here. The wicket giving him some assistance, and the rest being covered with his intelligence and his skill set that he brings to this T20 game. Slight roll of the finger there. Misfielding, pierces the field. That was strong and powerful from Moin Khan. As the power-packed Shaman is joining us as well. Yes, that was a roll of the wrist. Clears his front leg. Looked good from the onset, Moin. That was sloppy from the fielder. Went through his legs. Moin Khan confident. Barishal on the charge. Welcome back, Shaman.
Thank you, Parvez. It's a good-looking stroke. Finds the gap. More boundaries from Moin Khan.
Absolutely bludgeoned that, Mrityunjay. He had a plan in place, but the cover fielder within the circle not being able to stop those. Just finding that gap twice in 2 balls, Moin. Good technique and nice power.
Goes aerial again, similar region. Does it have enough legs? Good effort in the deep. Very good effort. I think this is Azizul Hakim Tamim, who came running in from deep cover and used his right hand.
Very good commitment there from Tamim. Struck it over covers. There is that gap. Tried to make it 3 of 3, but now, initially, Tamim stops it, and then a relay throw from a teammate. This is good stuff. The umpire still trying to make sure if ball was retrieved safely. Every run counts here. Sajidul Islam, the TV umpire, having a look from different angles. Looked clean so far. Will he have to look at another angle? Maybe he will be able to make his decision. Yep, decided. So after 16, it's 93 for 5 and a very good over for the Barishal batters, the previous one.
Mehdi. A roll of the fingers. Single taken of Mehdi Rana. But what's good is that Moin Khan has given Abdul Mazid some good company, some good support. 22 in quick time.
And having a look at the 2 left-handed bowlers, Mehdi operating from the Walton end, Mrityunjay from the Al-Arafah Islami Bank end. They've got different skill sets, and to complement that, the field setup looks very different. There are a lot more fielders in the boundary on the leg side for Mehdi Rana, who tends to bowl short at the body.
Down the leg. Moin Khan wanted to capitalize on that as the fine leg fielder is on the edge of the circle.
Then, on the other hand, when we look at how Mrityunjay has operated. He's had bulk of the fielders in the boundary ropes on the offside. But here for Mehdi Rana, there's just a couple. A wide long off and then a backward point on the boundary.
Cut away. There is a fielder. They're looking for the second. He does want to come back for the second. This is good running. Very good running from Moin Khan.
Yeah, that's the sort of momentum you need. He's giving that momentum in this partnership. Abdul Majid was on 41 when they started this partnership. Bulk of the runs being scored by Moin, along with a few lusty blows. Exactly what Barishal need at this point.
It's good for Barishal that Abdul Majid is still there. He's kept one end together, 47-48. And that allows Moin Khan the freedom to come, play his strokes. Bit of an appeal from Mehdi Hasan Rana and Nur Hassan Chauhan. Murshid Ali Khan nods his head sideways.
More than a bit. Kept on with the appeal. The bowler and the fielder there. Yes, it was down the leg. Must have hit something. Ball dipped on its way to Sohan. The inquiry from the bowler, but the umpire unmoved.
34 required of 21. Required run rate 9.71. Again, slow delivery, quick single. As Rana also runs and underarms, Abdul Majid slides. The intensity of the game has gone up.
It has indeed. The business end of the game. Mehdi Rana, fantastic effort on his follow through. Could have maybe made it touch and go. Desperate dive from Abdul Majid. He wants to take his team home. And also will have an eye on his personal milestone there, 47 of 48. Critical anchoring role in this innings.
5 boundaries in that innings. He kept on losing partners from the other end, which did not perhaps give him the luxury of free-flowing batting. They're happy to just guide it for a single. It just makes me wonder, they might have to pick one over. Do they take it too deep?
And I'm guessing Khulna would want to go with their faster bowlers. Bringing in a spinner could be a risky move. Mithun, happy, confident. His team is still well in this game. 32 needed from 19.
Down the leg. Nur Hassan Chauhan clearly not happy. And he's having a go at the bowler. He's telling him that the fine leg's up in the circle. Why are you bowling that line? Leave aside the wide. You should not be bowling leg stump itself.
Yes. Let's see how the comeback from Mehdi is. Sohan obviously an authoritative figure in the team. Fine leg is still up. Third man still up.
In the air. Away from the fielder, away from 3 of the fielders in the cover region as they converge. The batters manage a single. The 100's already come up, 102 for 5. Match 5 of the Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 24-25, powered by Walton, where Barishal need 29 of the remaining 3 overs when Nur Hassan Chauhan, the Khulna captain, has decided to bring back Mohammad Alamin Hussain for his last over. 1 for 25 of the 3 overs. Got the very first breakthrough in the form of 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, but then was hit for some. There it is, Nur Hassan Chauhan. Yes, sometimes gotta speak tough words when you're the leader, but also motivating is Chauhan. Alamin to Abdul Majid, goes for the wide Yorker. Not of the middle part of the bat. It's just that right after he had a go at the bowler, Mehdi Hasan Rana, when he went up to the run-up, he also again said some positive words for him.
You'll have to have that balance, obviously. Very much in the game, Sohan. Setting his fielders to perfection. The angles have to be perfect.
Full toss. Off the outside part of the bat, that runs away. Welcome boundary for Moin Khan and Barishal.
Sohan is looking around once again, but that was an important boundary for Barishal. Anywhere would do right now. That was the leg cutter. Came a low full toss for him. Off the edge. As I said, anywhere would do now. The runs are the most important here. So Alamin himself also involved in setting the field up. Yes, the short third man's there, but the backward point has been called up. Would it be a change of length for him?
Surely, as square leg and deep mid wicket also fall back. Still goes for the Yorker. Bit of a bluff from Alamin, but well dealt by Moin Khan.
This was a well-directed Yorker. Nothing much that the batter could do, but he did the most. Got the single. Abdul Majid in 49 has been the anchor on one end. Moin Khan has been the aggressor in this partnership. The highest partnership in this run chase for Barishal. 108 for 5. It's getting touch and go now. 23 of 15.
Wide and full. They're running the first one hard. Trying to come back for the second throw. Good one in. As Chauhan collects and takes the bails off, but the batters seem to be safe, and that brings up the half century for Abdul Majid. A run ball 51 for him.
He did well for himself, for his team. Now he might be much more relaxed. Alamin, bit of a smile. The second run was a tough one, but he's been in the crease for so long, still has the appetite to go for the second. Good running, good positive running.
Moves across. As the line and length was predictable. He's not happy with himself because he wanted to maybe put away for a boundary with the scoop shot.
The first time he tried to bring that out. Could have been effective. The final leg's definitely within the circle. So the shot was on. He will go for some improvisation now.
Full round the off stump. Again, they manage a quick single. Turns out to be a good over for Barishal. As they reduce the deficit to 19, it's 112 for 5. The 19 required of the 2 remaining overs. very much gettable with 5 wickets in hand. This could go either way. It is a cliffhanger. It seems to be going down the wire. And Moin Khan, ever since he's come on, has made the difference. Quick runs, 33 of 21. Lifted the pressure of 𝗵𝗛𝗪𝗀, but important role played by him as well. 52 of 52. 𝗃𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗧 Chaudhary, change of heads for him. None for 24 of his 3. Here to bowl his last. In the air, long on in place. One drop to the fielder.
Mistimed that Moin Khan. Importantly now, strike goes back to 𝗵𝗛𝗪𝗀. It will be interesting to see how he approaches. It's a very simple equation now. 18 needed, 11 balls in hand. 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗀 is a very good death bowler. Seen that quite a few times in the BPL as well.
Moves across and ricocheted onto the stumps. As he's cleaned up is 𝗵𝗛𝗪𝗀𝗀. 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀 gets the wicket. They needed one and 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀 delivers.
He's very good with it, especially when he comes round the wicket. You kind of predict he's going to go full. Has that angle on his side. Yes, he chopped it onto his stumps, walked too far across. Tried that in the previous over. Couldn't connect. This time he connects, but to his demise. 𝗵𝗛𝗪𝗀𝗀 goes for 52. It's 113 for 6.
Kamrul Islam Rabbi is the new batter in. Did his job with the ball in hand. Got 4 wickets, did Kamrul Islam Rabbi. But job not yet done, as they require 18. 18 of 10 deliveries, as there's a team talk ongoing between Nurul Hassan Chauhan, Mohammad Mithun and 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 Chaudhary. Nahidul also there to have a bit of a chat with 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Important, very, very crucial time of the match. This could still go either way, but they needed a wicket. And importantly, they've sent the set batter back. 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, round the wicket to Rabbi. Back of a length, hurried on to him. Managed a single and is off the mark.
Gives the strike back to Moin Khan. I think this would be important. 𝗵𝗠𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 has been very potent. Won't be easy to score off him unless you're very sure of what you're doing. So clarity of thought. The order of the day for Moin Khan right now is looking around. Played well so far, 34 of 22. 𝗵𝗫𝗀 in the boundary line.
Down the wicket, hit straight. Well recovered in the deep by Anamul Haq 𝗵𝗫𝗀, as the batters get back for a couple.
2 runs, important runs. Trying to get the target down to single digits. Moin Khan finding the straight area. Just seen 𝗵𝗫𝗀 in the previous shot there. He was ready for it. Fielded well.
Made room for himself, goes inside out. 1 bounce, 2nd one, 3rd one, onto the ropes. Gets a much important boundary, does Moin Khan.
Very important boundary. The needle moving boundary there from Moin Khan. He's looked very, very good. Right from the beginning was having that positive mindset, a big partnership with 𝗵𝗛𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. Now, off to him to finish things off. 11 needed of 7. Things are getting close and crunchy.
It is indeed. Eleven of 7 required. One more delivery to go in this Mrityunjoy over. Moin Khan on strike. Back of a length, comes down the wicket, connects it. Fielder deep mid-wicket recovers. They're coming back for the second. This is good running. They make it on time. And that makes it 9 to get of the last over. It's 122 for 6.
আপনি কি বলেন? আপনি যদি বলেন যে তাহলে এটা করবেন না, আমি তোর কনফিডেন্স এটা সেটা কর।
9 runs to get of the last over for Barishal to get over the line and get their first victory of this Al Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Khulna too are in search for their first victory. Mehdi Hasan Rana though might have other plans. A wicket or two might do the job. Deep extra cover, long on, long off, deep mid-wicket and deep backward point are the fielders in place for Rana. 2 for 19 so far, Mehdi Hasan Rana. What's going to be the ploy? Might be going for the slower deliveries, but will have to be brave. Mehdi Hasan Rana. Oh, well bowled off the pads, but they still manage a single. There's 𝗃𝗵𝗂. Makes it 8 to get a 5.
8 of 5 now. And Moin Khan on strike as the desperation from the fielders there. The keeper ran in, the bowler ran in. Everyone desperate to stop that single. Kamrul Rabbi doing his job for the time being. Sets it up nicely for Moin now. Has to do it. 8 needed from 5. Making some further changes in the field? No. Keeps them right as it is.
Couple of boundaries will do the job. A 6 and a 2 will do as well. Back of a length, goes aerial, fielder. Oh, dive in from Azizul Hakim Tamim. But goes down. Lucky for Barishal, lucky for Moin Khan.
Have to look at how close that was. Yes, he struck it. Not on the vacant region. I think it reached, but it was tipping at the last moment. A very difficult chance there. Rana dejected.
The dive was in. Seemed as if it went through the palms. Rabbi on strike. Pulls it away. Away from Mithun at deep mid-wicket. Gets the boundary. Does Kamrul Islam Rabbi. What a shot and what a time to hit it.
What a shot. Such a critical moment in the game. It was not as short, but he picked the length so quickly. There was this gap in the square leg region. Maybe unexpected. Rana was thinking Rabbi might give strike back to Moin, but he took things on his own hands. 4 for 23 with the ball. He's flying in confidence here, Kamrul Islam Rabbi. Wants to finish the game. One more shot. One good strike could get his team past the line now. Change in the field, change in personnel as well. Sohan really wants to get this done. This is touch and go. Nail-biting stuff here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. 3 needed of 3.
A run ball required, 3 of 3 with 4 wickets in hand. What does Rana do? Deep mid wicket has now moved a bit squarer. Long off in place. From the inside part of the bat, placed his bat. Now this could be run out. 𝗵𝗵 could be giving his wicket away for the team. He does. As they make sure that Moin Khan gets to the striker's end.
That maybe was important, but sacrificed himself for the cause of the team there. Kamrul-Islam 𝗵𝗵 went for that. Yes, appreciated by Moin. He's done his job. Needed a boundary, got that. That he couldn't connect. Good presence of mind from Sohan. Very good direct hit. And then, on the other end, excellent sprint from Mehdi Rana to ensure 𝗵𝗵 is run out. 5 from 4. It's 128 for 7.
Tanveer Islam is the new batter in. Now Barishal require three of 2. Both the dugouts on their feet. This has turning out to be a nail-biting encounter. Yeah, this is that delivery where initially there was a shy at the stumps at the striker's end by Nur Hassan Chauhan. Kamrul-Islam 𝗵𝗵 placing his bat. That this assures that he did place his bat in time before the bails were dislodged. And then it was Moin Khan who started running at the striker's end, and 𝗵𝗵 obliging to his partner's call when Rana, the bowler, picked up the ball and ran all the way to run Kamrul-Islam 𝗵𝗵 out. So that seems to be clean and clear now. 3 required of 2 deliveries. Rana. But importantly for Barishal, they have Moin Khan on strike. Play in a miss. They're going for the run. Underhand throw. Chauhan has got the wicket of Tanveer. Oh, wow. Oh, the pendulum keeps on swinging.
This is just amazing. Sohan makes it 2 out of 2. Seems to be an expert in hitting the stumps from right behind. This is just what you need. Just look at how quickly he throws that with accuracy. It was suicidal there from Moin. Went to the other end, but we'll have to only look on because there's just 1 ball left. It's gone for naught, Tanveer. 128 for 8.
𝗁𝗲𝗼𝗂 is the new batter in. And good news for Khulna is that the new batter, the tail ender, will be on strike, as Moin Khan accepted the call of his partner Tanvir Islam at the other end and started running. Makes one wonder if he should have retained the strike, because it's 3 required of 1 delivery. So ideally, they need to go for a boundary, Parvez.
Yes, I think it was just a rush of blood there. Instinctively went for that run. Did not have any clue of where the ball was, Moin Khan. Now he has to do the painful job of looking on to 𝗁𝗼𝗼 from the other end. He has nothing to do from the non-striker's end. And Sohan had this mini conference with few of the senior players there. Maybe Rana will be coming in for the last ball. 1 needed of 3. Sorry, 3 needed of 1.
3 to get of 1. Final delivery. Rana to 𝗁𝗼𝗼. Back of a leg wide. Oh, it's all happening. Eventful over. It is all happening. And of course he isn't happy.
Looking at the field setup, just as 𝗁𝗼𝗼 came in, we saw the third player in the third pushed out deep. The idea is they don't want an edge to go behind the keeper for a boundary. Sohan wants Mehdi Rana to concentrate. Has to be wide of off stump, but not that wide.
They needed 9 of the last over with 4 wickets in hand. Boils down to 2 required of 1 with 2 wickets in hand. Rana to 𝗁𝗼𝗼 again. Back of a length. They're running. Side the stumps. Hits the other end. Does Nurul Chauhan. And runs 𝗁𝗼𝗼𝗼 out at the non-striker's end as they all hug the captain, Nurul Chauhan. Otherwise, if that did not hit the stumps at the other end, otherwise, this would have been a tie. This would have been a tie. But wow, Khulna get over the line. The very last delivery, Khulna do manage to get over the line. Wow, what a match. Match number 5 of this Al Arafa Islami Bank National Cricket League T20, powered by Walton. Another one of the matches which goes down the wire till the last delivery. Short delivery, missed, shy at the stumps, misses at the striker's end, which ends up hitting the non-striker's Parvez.
Awesome, awesome. 2 run-outs from direct hits of Sohan. 3 run-outs in total in the final over. By the barest of margins, Khulna make it through to the finishing line. A win by 1 run, just 1 run. Barishal, they looked good for most of that run chase, but in the end, the pressure caught on. A little bit of indecision in the last over by Moin Khan. Maybe could have got the strike for the final ball. Things could have been different. Such a painful feeling for the Barishal players. But Khulna winning the match by 1 run. This is Al Arafa Islami Bank National Cricket League 2024-25, the T20 version powered by Walton. And we've seen a cliffhanger of a match here at the Sylhet International Cricket Ground. Barishal batting card. 𝗼𝗼𝗃 not getting off to a good start there. Picked up by Alameen. Abdul Majid went on to score a 50 as his partners went one after the other. But in the end, it was a partnership between Moin Khan and Abdul Majid that took Barishal back into the run chase. Moin Khan not out on 27 of 43 of 27, agonizingly close to bringing his team the win, but unfortunately stranded on the non-striking end. For Khulna, Nahidul Islam did a fantastic job with the new ball. 17 conceded of his 4. Just looking on to how the Khulna bowlers bowled. They really bowled well to take it to the end. Such a cliffhanger of a game. A win by 1 run. The barest of margins. Could have swung anywhere there. Highlights of the Barishal batting innings. Flying catch from Sohan to start off proceedings. 𝗧 looked well set in form. 𝗵𝗛𝗡𝗎𝗓 using the power play overs. Pierce the infield as well. Ended up scoring a 50. 𝗧 Mahmood getting out. Nahid gets his one. Then some good shots from 𝗵𝗛𝗡𝗎𝗓 as the others keep on going back to the dugout. Good catch taken. Few good catches being grabbed hold of by the Khulna fielders. Their catching was much better than Barishal. Again inside out. And then a drive. Run scored off the offside from edges. Moin Khan really taking the game close. And then as 𝗵𝗛𝗡𝗎𝗓 departed, things started to go wrong for Barishal. Was a close call there. Good shot from Kamrul Rabbi to get things very close. And then the last over drama. Run out after run out. First one was Kamrul Rabbi. And then Sohan directed to get rid of Ruel. And then a wide. And then the last ball of the innings. A direct hit on the non-striker's end. Khulna winning the match by 1 run in the end. What a fantastic finish to this fantastic game. Khulna 130 for 9 after 20. And Barishal 129 for 9, losing by 1 run. We're going straight down for the flash interview.
The man of the moment, 𝗿𝗫𝗄 Hasan Rana, alongside me, bowled the last over as Khulna go on to win by just 1 run in the final over. Rana, last over e 9 run দরকার ছিল। কি প্ল্যান ছিল আপনার বোলিংয়ে?
আসলে নরমালি ছিলাম, যখন 9 রান ছিল সোহান ভাইকে বলছিলাম যে একটা প্ল্যানে থাকি, যে ওয়াইড ইয়র্কার বা ওয়াইড দ্য স্লোয়ার একটা প্ল্যানে থাকি। ওই একটা প্ল্যানে ছিলাম। ওয়াইড দ্য স্লোয়ার সাকসেস হয়েছি। আনফর্চুনেটলি ক্যাচটা যদি তখন হয়ে যেত তাহলে আরেকটু ক্লোজ হতো। তো শেষ পর্যন্ত জিততে পেরেছি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
লাস্ট বলেও 2 রান দরকার ছিল, একটু কি নার্ভাস ছিলেন?
নার্ভাস বলতে তেমন ছিলাম না, কারণ এরকম সিচুয়েশন আগেও পার করে আসছি, তো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
Outstanding bowling, well played, congratulations. Thank you very much. Back to the comm box.
Oh, what a match. What a match. 𝗿𝗫𝗄 Hasan Rana doing a fantastic job of defending 9 runs in the final over and winning by the barest of margins by 1 run. Oh, this is what it looks like. This innings, 129 for 9. Barishal would be hurt. Might sting. Moin Khan changed things around. Unbeaten 43 of just 27. Well, 𝗵𝗛𝗡𝗎𝗓 held things together from one end, from the top, 52 of 53. Nahidul 2 for 11, very economical of his 4. And 𝗿𝗫𝗄 Hasan Rana 2 for 25 off his 4, restricting Barishal just below of what they scored, which was 130. The target was 131. This is what the match summary looks like, Parvez.
The match summary here, 130 for 9 for Khulna, batting first. Barishal with the run chase, 50 for 𝗵𝗛𝗡𝗎𝗓. Moin Khan hanging on till the end. Nurul Sohan obviously the top scorer for Khulna. And then, losing by just 1 run, we're going straight to the presentation with Mazharami.
An outstanding game of cricket and a nail-biting finish, but in the end, it was Khulna go on to win the game by just 1 run. Congratulations to Khulna and hard luck Barishal. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation party of Al Arafa Islami Bank presents NCL T20 2024-25, powered by Walton in association with Lily and Ace Properties. First of all, let me introduce to our guest today. we have Mr. Robiul Islam Milton, Additional Director, Walton High-Tech Industries, MD Kausar Khan, SAVP and Manager, 𝗲𝗏𝗃 Islami Bank Limited, Amborkhana Branch, Sylhet. Abdul Hannan Sharkar, former national cricketer and selector, Bangladesh Cricket Board, and Abdullah Al Mahmood, Senior Executive, Remark HB Limited. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for being with us. Right, first of all, I'd like to call upon Shohag Ghazi to come up and have a few words. Ghazi, বল হাতে ভালো পারফরম্যান্স ছিল, 131 রানের টার্গেট, যখন ব্যাটিংয়ে যান প্ল্যানটা কি ছিল?
না, নর্মাল প্ল্যান ছিল, কারণ অতটা তাড়াহুড়ার টার্গেট ছিল না ওটা। আসলে আমরা নর্মাল ক্রিকেটই খেলতে চাচ্ছিলাম, ওইভাবেই প্ল্যান ছিল আমাদের, ব্যাটসম্যানদের ওইভাবে প্ল্যান দেওয়া হয়েছিল, বাট এক্সিকিউট করতে পারে না, এটা আমাদের আসলে ব্যাটসম্যানদের ব্যর্থতা। কারণ এত অল্প রান যদি চেজ না করতে পারে, আসলে ব্যাটসম্যানদের এটা ব্যর্থতা নিতে হবে।
অনেক কাছে ছিলেন, কিন্তু লাস্ট ওভারে 9 রান দরকার ছিল, লাস্ট বলে 2 রান দরকার ছিল, কোনো মেসেজ কি পাঠিয়েছিলেন?
হ্যাঁ, অবভিয়াসলি এখান থেকে মেসেজ পাঠানো হয়েছে, বাট ওইটা হয়তো বা ক্লোজে নিয়েছিল মঈনের। আমরা অবশ্যই বলি যে যেহেতু ভালো একটা ইনিংস খেলছে মজিদ, তো সব ক্রেডিটটা আসলে মঈনের প্রতি যাওয়া উচিত ছিল। ও হয়তোবা স্ট্রাইকে থাকলে হয়তোবা ফিনিশ করতে পারতো, বাট হয় নাই। অবশ্যই স্টিল 5টা ম্যাচ এখনো আছে, তো চেষ্টা করব।
Hard luck and all the best for the next game.
Thank you.
Shohag Ghazi, the captain of Barishal division. Now it's time to call upon the player of the match, 𝗲𝗏𝗃 Islami Bank player of the match. We have quite a few contenders, but in the end, it was Khulna skipper Nurul Hassan Chauhan for his 39 of 35 deliveries and the run out of the last ball, and he also took a few catches as well. So the 𝗲𝗏𝗃 Islami Bank player of the match, Nurul Hassan Chauhan. He will collect the check and crest from our guests.
Thank you, Chauhan. Best of luck.
Chauhan, if you please come up and have a few words. Well played, Chauhan. Outstanding game, nail-biting finish. What were your thoughts in the last ball of the game?
It's a really important match for us. We lost the first match, and I think it's a great match indeed. And we are the winning side. That's the main important thing. And I think we got the momentum from here, and we want to try to continue that.
What was your message to Mehdi Rana when he came to bowl the last over?
I think he has that capability to win for it, and I think the wicket was a little bit tricky from the first time, so we can talk about that we can defend it. Inshallah.
You must be happy to register your first win of the tournament?
Yeah, what I said, that it's a great match for us, and we got the momentum, so we will try to continue it.
Well played, all the best for the next matches as well.
Thank you.
Nurul Hassan Chauhan, the captain of Khulna division. And that concludes our presentation party here. Back to the combox.
Yes, the Khulna skipper, Nurul Hassan Chauhan, leading the way and winning it for his team, getting their first win, Khulna, in this edition of the 𝗲𝗏𝗃 Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Walton. Coming up next is Dhaka Metro versus Rajshahi here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. We'll be joining you guys at 1:30 p.m.